Gentlemen, how are you?
Good
Sup,
evening.
I,
sup, losers.
Ian, I don't like this setup. Go back to your kitchen.
Why, this is so much better.
It's worse because now when you interrupt, it just covers everybody.
That's the point. It's
No,
literally why I'm doing
it's
it.
not. It's worse. It's
It's a
worse.
fuck.
Solid plan.
It's a
Solid
power.
plan.
It's a power move, you know.
All right. Well, if you're going to use that setup, you have to learn not to interrupt.
No, no, I don't. I don't interrupt. I don't know what you're talking about. I think it's you guys are the ones that's interrupting. I'm trying to get into talk, and you're interrupting me. Actually,
Well, that's true, but that's only because when you talk, you leave no spaces for anybody else to get
well,
in.
is what it is, you know.
Where's Paulie? What the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
Let me
There we go.
message. Let me
No,
message
that's
Paul.
not
What's going on, guys?
not much. You?
We went to the Detroit Pro venue today. I just posted it. I want to show
Yeah,
everybody that
I saw
watches
it.
the podcast. This is the venue. Look how incredible that is. You know, I know the Arnold and the Olympia is like wild. They do crazy, crazy shit with the backdrops, but you can't beat a theater.
No, you're right.
There's something about a theater that just makes it feel like intimate and like professional, you know? So I'm excited. It looks good. It's going to be great. All this black backdrop, great lighting.
I'm excited for the classic guys because with Grego showing up, I think some of the pictures that are going to come from this, the social media stuff is going to be fucking incredible. The
Yeah.
pictures, how it's
Yeah.
going to look, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, we got some great shots last year of Martin and Vito together.
Yeah.
I mean all the competitors, but like there's some really, really good comparisons of the two of them together. So it's going to be awesome this year with even more great bodybuilders and like a couple of guys coming back, like Braun's coming back and stuff. So it's gonna be a really good show. Actually, it's gonna be competitive too because I don't know if you guys saw. I mean, I know we're getting to this stuff a little bit early. We usually don't get right into the bodybuilding shit, but I don't know if you guys saw this update, but it's fucking wild. Sasan, who I think is the dark horse to win this fucking show, posted this update. I'm
Yeah.
like, this is like one of the most complete bodybuilders on earth.
Crazy. The side leg is
Uh,
outrageous. Yeah.
But I mean, if you go to any of his fucking photos, there's not really a body part missing.
No.
Like, look at his fucking lats insert at his hips. Like, look at this front shot. There's literally nothing missing in that physique.
And this isn't even recent.
This is one day out from, yeah, this is one day out from last year, or
Yeah.
I think 2 years ago now. We looked at this on Bodybuilding and Bollocks. I just wanted to see what you guys thought of Sasan because he's like, to me, he's like the most complete guy in the fucking league, or
Yeah.
one of anyway.
Yeah, he's really good. And always gets in great condition too.
Seth, what do you think? Do you think he can win the show?
I think he can. I think that with him, like if I was I don't know, I'd say he's what like we hope with Bonac. You know how Bonac, if he had a set of lats,
Yeah,
everybody we'd all like look at him completely different.
right.
I think that that's what Sesson has is he has like a complete physique.
Well,
Nothing overpowers anything.
Yeah.
And he always comes in shape. So I think between him and Bonac, it's going to be a great show with
I
those two.
I agree with you. I think the difference with Sesson, why I give him a little bit of a nod, he doesn't have as much muscle as William,
Nope.
but
Yeah.
he's got a smaller waist, so it accentuates the muscle he has a little bit more.
I agree.
And I think especially with William downsized a little bit, that I don't know, it could be a really good challenge. And then you have James who's bigger than both of them. If he can bring a peak,
Plug it in right there. Sorry, guys.
it's okay. If he can bring a peak, I don't know, can James beat either one of these guys?
It's gonna be a good show.
Yeah, I know it's going to be a good show, but what do you think?
I mean, when was the last time Sessen has he's qualified for the Olympia?
Never.
Has he never qualified?
Who said never?
I don't think he's ever won the show.
Yeah, I know, but did he qualify before it was a win? Like, did he qualify ever when it was a top three?
It was never top three in my generation. It was only the points was top three. That was earlier in your career, not in mine.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't see any Olympia.
I know he placed well at one of the California shows once. I don't think he won it. I'm not sure if he's won a show. I don't think.
I think he
has.
took. I think he took third at a New York or something, didn't he? As well, there was a show with him and Sergio in it that was like a crazy. Or was it Indiana? Was it Indy? There was one year it was Indy. I think maybe that was the year where he was like. It
I
was.
don't know. I don't think so. I can't remember.
This is the
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't think he ever did. I can't remember. Like, this is a huge opportunity for
this is the
him to qualify.
M-Pro Classic with him and Crizzo.
This was last year, right?
I mean, look at that. It's a good comparison against a guy who's a lot bigger than he is.
I thought he beat him in a lot of shots. Yeah,
I was going to say I would even give him some of these shots. Like, I don't know how.
I remember us talking about it last year.
Kind of
Look at that side leg.
like I think that's Sass's shot
For sure.
Yes.
And the back shots for sure will be.
and their conditioning is pretty equal. I mean, Sassan's maybe even a little bit more conditioned, but that back shot, like look at the fucking hamstrings and shit. Like
His legs are very complete, front to back, top to bottom.
the thing is, his physique as a whole is very very balanced.
Mm-hmm.
Like that last
Man,
spread, that last spread goes to Sassan.
Yeah.
If he's a little bit better than that this will be very impressive.
Let me see his side tricep.
And he's going to be on a stage with good lighting too, not this craziness.
Yeah, this is a tricky one. It's kind of tough. Like Sassan's more balanced, and he's got a nicer shape than Crizzo. But Crizzo's got some bigger body parts, so in some poses he looks more impressive.
Crizzo's making his comeback at Pittsburgh, I saw.
Yeah, I saw that. He's like 290 right now or some shit.
Yeah, I'm interested to see after that surgery and injury and stuff if he is back to full swing or not.
I wonder. Let's take a look at Crizzo before we go on to talk about Detroit. This is him at 290 or something like that. 131 kilograms.
Looks lean.
What's 131?
Yeah, it's like 280.
131 times 2.2, 288. 288 in pretty good fucking condition, but he's also like 6 foot or 6'1", isn't he?
Yeah, he's a taller guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. You know who was really, really impressive, actually, to go back to a guy that I keep harping on. Johan Pradel's latest update shot. Look at this.
Doing?
Look at this shit.
Oh,
Look at the fucking legs on this kid, man.
Wild.
bro, that's a wild look.
Look at that.
What's he doing? Has he said?
I don't know, but that's a wide scapula and big fucking legs. Like that's a crazy X-frame, man. Tiny waist. I got him.
I love how he has the leg sweep. Like that's a significant sweep on.
It's insane. Look at this for the back leg. Look at that shit.
Yeah,
It does so much for the shape of your physique. Like when you have that sweeping, like billowing out quad. Yeah.
Yes, like that Dennis Wolf-esque shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm impressed, man. I don't know what he's doing, but
I mean, he looks like he's getting ready for something though. He's in pretty good shape here.
Yeah. He looks like he's
How old
fucking
is he?
Pretty young, I think.
I thought he was 25.
Mid-20s.
Yeah, I thought he was like 24, 25 or some shit. And the
He's
backside,
got
look at the back too, man. Like this is wild.
Posing those legs so nice too, like popping the adductors and glutes up, but like still see the lines on the glutes.
There's from
I was gonna say that's something that a lot of guys like. Getting a posing coach is important. Like whenever you like posing from behind, like whenever you see somebody hit shots like that, it's a game changer.
look at that. Look at him get into that. Look at that front double, man. Fuck.
Oh,
This is going to be a good challenge for Vito and shit. Like this is in the same vein. I bet you any money this kid's in the top 10 at the Olympia.
I don't disagree. If he qualifies and comes in shape,
if he qualifies, that's the only caveat because I don't know what show he's going to do to win. But if that kid gets to the Olympia and he's in shape, I could see him in the top 10. Like who was 10th last year? Akeem?
Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah, because 8, 9 was Brandon and Bonac. So yeah,
Brandon.
It's crazy you have guys like Akeem coming 10th. Holy shit!
I know, but like that kid looks like he could compete with somebody like Akeem. His legs are the same fucking size. His back.
If he gets in good condition, he can definitely be competitive. But that's obviously like the huge caveat with any bodybuilder that looks good anytime other than on stage, which we haven't seen. I don't know if we've seen stage shots of him as a pro yet, right?
I think he did one show. He's done his pro debut already.
Oh, he has. Okay.
Yeah. I think it was a year ago or 2 years ago. I don't remember exactly, but I remember I'm pretty sure he did do one of the European shows.
I think that there's a lot of coming into their own. Like he still has time to come into his own. Good Vito is super pissed off about last year, so I think that we're going to see a better version of him. Regan Grimes, like there's a lot of competitors this year that we're going to see that. It's not make or break, but a lot of people that are coming to make a name for themselves, coming to take some of those spots.
The other thing too is people talk about the Olympia and they talk about the top. I can't find it. I'm going to pass on that.
Yeah.
People talk about the Olympia and they talk about the top 10 and they forget, like, you know, not to take anything away from anybody, but someone like anybody really, like I maybe Derek Sampson and Hottie maybe are a different league, maybe, but like when you take Martin, Andrew, Hunter, William, Nick, maybe Nick is in that upper, I don't know, but like when you take those guys I just mentioned and you throw in people like Good Vito, you throw people in like Johan, you throw people in like Regan if he ends up nailing it, or Sergio if he comes in like at his peak with like everything built out the way he wants. Like you start naming some of these people, you're like, wait a minute, there's some other guys that could probably do some fucking damage.
Dude, that's a strong top 10. There's probably 12 guys you just named. That's a strong line.
Well, think about this, and this is my own personal opinion, so I don't like whatever, it could be wrong, but like I think personally a bang on Good Vito can beat Raphael.
Yes.
And Raphael was 7th.
Maybe, yeah.
Well, not Hunter. Martin was 4th, and Good Vito was like 1 point behind him. So it would stand to reason, bodybuilding math, I think he outmuscles Raphael.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Raphael's taller and very pretty, but I mean, from conditioning standpoint and density and a lot of shots, he definitely could take him, and he still has very good aesthetics. So I mean, it's definitely not out of the question.
That's what I'm saying. And people like William, like that. Well, you know, William's a little bit older. Good Vito's younger. He's still fresh. Like, there's a lot of guys that could sneak in, and we're not even talking about some other.
Tonio didn't compete at the Olympia last year either.
No,
I don't. So I know Tonio's took some time off to put on some size. I don't know where Tonio would fit into that top 10 from last year. Like, would he beat Akeem? Would he beat Akeem? Because I don't know if he would.
I think he can hang with those guys, because when we talk about guys that are complete, I mean, he's like, you know, one of the most complete guys. He's pretty much good in every single shot. He's got good flow to his physique. I mean, he's not really missing any parts. I mean, the thing with him is obviously he was a 212 guy originally, so he is a little smaller in his stature and overall muscularity. But I think as that starts to develop, and once you stand him next to guys, I think he can expose certain guys if they're not 100% on.
Well, I think him taking a year off, even though people kind of gave him shit for it, was probably a good idea, because the only reason I can't see him beating somebody like Akeem is because his overall structure is smaller.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's, but if he's 10 pounds bigger than he was last year, stage weight,
that's what I'm saying.
Massive.
That's what I'm saying. He's going to increase his just overall presence to where he can stand with people like Akeem and William and Brandon and those kind of things. I mean, you got to remember he came from 212.
Yep.
So he had a lot of time to build. Anyway, Mike, how are you? We missed you last week.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I came into like the mid conversation. I'm just like,
I know. I'm sorry.
Paul came on and then left. Where'd he go?
What is this new backdrop you got here? I like it. You got
it's professional. It's my new layout.
You got some.
As you can see, you have HOSSTILE protein.
But you got your new
workout. My friend, this training guy I trained from Sweden, made this for me with a 3D printer.
Yeah, I got one of those for HOSSTILE. It's a lot smaller.
This is Cat's family. This is Cat's family. I'm not in here.
You're not. What?
It just looks like it could be my family though, because it's all blonde-haired, blue-eyed people.
You just fit it in, yeah.
And that could easily be me right there.
Yeah,
easily.
Yeah, we can't.
What's going on with the supplement, man? I'm happy for you. You got this fucking thing off the ground. Is it for sale yet? Can you grab it?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Can you grab it? Can you show it to us? Can we rip it apart? Can I tell you if it's crap?
His formula's fucking crazy good on this, yeah.
This is
I love the label. It's
not
great.
Not the cool flavor. This is the influencer tears, but
what's
so small you can't read it.
I know.
Hey, check it out. What do you think?
All right, here, I'll give you a real test. What's the size of your scoop? How many grams?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, tell me what tell me what it says. Tell me what it says on the bottle. No, just tell me what it says.
Let's open it.
On the
I can't read it, dude. I don't have my glasses.
Are you serious?
You know how small this font is?
That means you have a lot of ingredients. That's why they have to make this fucking thing so small you can't even fucking read the supplement facts.
Oh my God, dude. I really literally can't read
Are you
that.
seriously can't read? You're fucking old. That's the problem.
Hold on. If I get a good angle here. 24.2.
Yeah, that's great. Great. Do you have,
24.2.
is there
It might
EAs?
be an 8.
Is there
There's no
EA?
EAs in it.
Perfect. And those are all
No.
probably performance ingredients. So what's it going to cost and where does it sell?
$1,000 a bottle. We're going high value here. Yeah.
We're a premium, we're a premium brand.
We're trying to set a standard here.
We're a premium brand.
Yeah. No, I believe it's $54.99 US. So I don't know what that is in Canadian, but
That's pretty
probably $200 Canadian.
Yeah. So are you selling primarily in the US? Or are you selling primarily in Canada or both or what?
No, our manufacturer is in the US, and our 3PL and shipping is out of the US. So
good.
We're just, the majority of the people who buy my stuff and like what I have to say are American. So
yeah, I know. I'm in the same boat.
Not really.
How much was it? How much of a pain in the ass was it to bring it from idea to finished product? Has it been a nightmare?
You guys have been through it. I'm sure it's a nightmare, just like it is for everybody. But
I know, but
it's not a nightmare. It's just like a pain. It's not so much. I wouldn't say it's a nightmare. It's just like you guys have had the same problem. We had a person that was manufacturing for us. They ended up like not doing what we wanted. They did what they wanted. They were cool guys, but they ended up moving locations.
Yeah.
So they took all their shit and moved somewhere else. So everything got put on the back burner, and obviously stuff that's more important gets pushed to the front.
Right.
And then going back and forth with them with flavors and like not getting it right and the textures off and this and that, because that was a big thing for me. Is I wanted it to, even though it has a shit ton of ingredients in it, I still want it to like taste somewhat good and not be like something people are dreading drinking. So it took a while to get that right. And it literally got to the point where when we got the final sample where they were like, just give us the okay, this is the whatever. I tasted it and I was like, this tastes like toilet water. I was like, this is nowhere near pink lemonade. This is like fucking spit and fucking something else.
Yeah.
I thought it was fucked. I thought it was fucked, right? Because I have really I like shit really sweet. Like you guys have seen me like drink coffees. I put like 7 sweeteners in there. Yeah. So I'm like, maybe it's me. I'm just fucked up. So I had other people try it and they're like, holy fuck, this is bad. I'm like, good. What the fuck is this? Like, it's pink lemonade, bro. You have like pink lemonade for every fucking brand you've ever made. Like you can't think, oh man, like let's get it close to that.
But that's tricky though, because that's I think what a lot of people don't realize is even though every brand has a pink lemonade, every brand's formula is different. So
I know.
It reacts differently with the ingredients, right?
But it was funny to me just thinking like someone along the line had to have tasted this and been like, yeah.
I always wonder that too. When we get a really shitty sample, I'm like, I'll call my guy.
No one tasted this.
Did you taste this before you sent it to me? What the fuck is this? No, I get that. No, but the biggest thing I learned, I don't know, Seth, if this is one of the things, the biggest thing I learned starting from zero to finished product was patience. Yeah. It's like, because nobody works at the speed you want to work. And when you're bodybuilding, you do everything at your own fucking speed. So it's like, it's hard to kind of rely on people. And then you have to be patient with their timelines. So I don't know, Seth. Go ahead, Mike.
For us, it wasn't really like I wasn't in a rush to do it by any sense of the imagination. It was just like I wanted to make sure when it was done right. So I didn't.
Well, but to touch on that, it's not about necessarily being in a rush. What I realized is sometimes people will say, "You'll have this next Thursday," or you'll have this in 2 days, and then it's like 2 weeks later you get it. So it's not necessarily about a rush as it is. Everyone's timeline is not like your timeline, so you kind of have to. Seth, what did you? Go ahead.
I also realize that there's like the people that I'm dealing with are probably more than likely some of the same people you guys are dealing with. Like, who am I in the grand scheme of things? It's like,
I think, no, listen, I think the same thing because you got to think there's brands out there like, if Chris puts in an order for 30 fucking.
Yeah, they're like, okay, chill on the supplement.
For 300,000 units and I put an order in for 5, they're going to be like, hey, man, we're going to have to chill out for a bit while we finish Chris's shit. Or Ghost puts in like a $300,000 PO. You know what I mean? So I get the same feeling though about the totem pole and where you land and all that. Yeah. Seth, when you started, if you can remember, because you've been around for like 10 years now. 6?
Almost 7, 6.5.
Really? That's it?
2018. So we're going on 7.
We're only 2 years behind. 3 years, 2 years behind you. I thought you were around a lot longer than us. What the biggest thing you learned from idea to finished product?
Same thing, patience.
Yeah.
Patience. It's super frustrating because, like you said, sometimes you'll get samples in and you'll be like, did anybody taste this before I received it? Did you know that you forgot to put sweetener in the protein powder?
Yeah.
Like, fuck. But no, it's that's why I always say like whenever you go visit a manufacturer and you tour their facility and you see who they do runs for, all of the raws, how things work, testing, bro, manufacturing is a wild game as well. Like it's a headache that I would love to do it one day, but I would not like to do it. I feel like if I was a manufacturer and I got involved in it, I would be over the tops. Like I would be a psychopath.
You know why, Seth? I thought of this because we actually considered starting our own manufacturing facility. Listen, we did. We did. We were like, you know what? Let's plan it out. Let's talk about it. Let's figure out what it costs. And after figuring out the permits you need, the licensing, the fucking bullshit, I said to myself, I just sat back and I said, there are massive companies out there with so much expendable cash, and even they have opted not to do that. So I'm like, why? There's got to be a reason. Because if there was enough money in it, or enough savings in it, or enough benefit to it, you got to think these massive companies like Ghost or whoever would have already done their own facilities as well.
Yeah, I mean they get into the contracting of their own ingredients. That's all they do. They just contract every single ingredient for every single product. So they have gone down that path, but only to that degree. But dude, I would become like so overbearing in that role because I like every single thing. Like, I mean, like, dude, everybody has citrulline in their products. Everybody. The amount of citrulline you would have to order is ungodly. But then that means that you're looking at cents, pennies.
Yeah, but hold on. I wasn't when we were considering it. We were just considering it for ourselves. We thought
like NutriBio.
We thought like NutriBio. We thought one day we might get to a point where we do some contracting work for other people, but in the immediate instance, we thought, let's just do it for ourselves because we can then eliminate like this extra margin that we're paying out that we don't have to. But then you don't, because then you're also paying for permits, licensing, staffing, testing, and it all just comes back in.
Nightmare,
right?
Because you got to think like the products need tested, like the ingredients need tested alone. Like if they sit on a shelf for too long, like they are not the same dosage that you originally thought they were. The testing is fucking ungodly. So I mean, whenever you go to a manufacturing facility, tour it and see it, I'm like, hey, I was like, this is intense. And people wonder like, oh my God, like say they get a protein powder that doesn't have a scoop in it. Yeah. And it's like, hey, like, it's okay. I apologize. We will send you a scoop. Yeah. We'll give you a whole new protein. But they're like, how can these fucking idiots do it? It's like whenever you go see them do a 100,000 unit run, 100,000 units or 20,000 units for this company, 2,500 here, 5,000 here. Like you don't have $100,000 employees filling those cans.
Right.
Like if your manufacturer is in Mexico or is in Texas or California for certain areas, guaranteed they're Mexicans.
Why are you saying that? There you go. Okay.
Guaranteed they are, and guaranteed that, dude, if you go to a manufacturing facility and they have 250 employees, 250 fucking employees, that's ungodly.
Yeah.
You're definitely more than likely, guys, you might have like
a mix up here or there. Yeah.
It's going to happen. Like here, like whenever you see them carry those fucking totes of protein powder in from the blending into the giant blender, you're like, yeah, dude, I don't know how there's not like a piece of cardboard in that motherfucker at some point. Like things are bound to happen. And it sucks because then they're like, your company, you guys fucked this up. And it's like, guys, no. Calm down. We ran fucking 50,000 units.
We've been there. Yeah, we've been there.
It's okay,
Mike.
But you don't want to, out a manufacturer say that these guys suck. Be like, dude, shit happens.
Yeah,
shit happens that is crazy.
Yeah,
in this industry.
Mike, so I had a few proud moments when I launched my supplement company. When you got the very first render of your bottle. When I say render, I don't know if anybody doesn't understand that, but like when you got the first drawing and mock-up of what your bottle would look like. Was that a proud moment for you, or you didn't give a shit?
No,
was it exciting to see like you're kind of like coming to fruition a little bit?
Yeah, it was for sure. Like to see the final product. We got a whole bought a whole bunch of boxes sent up last week as like because we're gearing up for everything. So
No, before
nice.
before the final.
Oh, just to see the actual label and stuff.
To see the picture of the label, like your artist, like whoever designs your shit. When they send you the
like because they nailed it the first time. Like, and I kind of told them what I wanted. It's like it's a graffiti background of all my designs of my merch, and I wanted it to be like more of a matte black. The inspiration for the bottle, I wanted it to be like there's a Creed cologne that's like it's an all black matte bottle with like an embossed logo on it.
Yeah.
So that was like the idea is like the W is embossed and everything's like matte black, but then the light hits it and it shows the images, right? So they kind of nailed it. It was just trying to figure out like the amount of sheen and how shiny, and there was a couple gaps that I wanted to fill in with images, and that was about it. So that process was really quick. It was just waiting on everything else that was kind of the tedious part. So
I have a question about that. I forgot my question. What the fuck? That doesn't happen that often. Huh.
Labels, supplements, creatine.
Black.
I forget. Fuck, it'll come back to me.
Hamburgers.
Yeah, that's what it was. No, okay, so the render looks good. You already knew what you wanted. The bottle comes and it's finished, then what? Is that like a proud moment for you, or you're like, whatever, I'm just gonna see if it sells?
Yeah, I mean, everything's a proud moment. Like I never thought I'd sell a hoodie. So, I mean,
True.
It's not like I don't come into these things being like, it's like I'll just say it because I don't really care, but like my partner in this, his name's Kareem. He asked me the other night, we were talking on the phone, he's like, so like, what do you forecast this sales to be? I'm like, how the fuck do I know? Like, I have no idea. Like, what do you mean? Like, it's like, well, everyone you train is going to buy it. I'm like, so 20 people? Like, are we game banking on 20 people to buy this motherfucker?
Well, you would forecast it by going, how many customers buy my clothing?
Well, I know. I'm saying in my head, it's like not everybody is like, can I guarantee that everyone will automatically do that? I can't, right?
No, so
it's just like the clothing. If you asked me when I first started doing the clothing, are you ever going to sell $100,000 worth of clothing at a drop? I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
Not a fucking chance.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm like, so I'm not gonna. I have my idea is like I have great expectations, but I'm just happy that it's come to something, and it'll be whatever people make it to be. It is out of my control at this point. So
what part of it do you control? Like
I control how I market things and how I get across my messaging and creating basically the ethos of my brand and understanding, getting people to like understand me as a person and what this brand is, and then hopefully they identify with that and want to be a part of the things that it is, right? So
okay, but let me ask you this: as one of the owners of the company, do you have input into the formula? Do you have input into the look of the label? Like, are you final say on that? Because it's your
everything.
It is your name, right? So yeah,
everything's mine. So I had help with the formulation with my partner Mike, who basically been in the supplement industry for I don't even know how long. He's owned supplement stores, still owns one. So he kind of sees what it is that people like, and he kind of sees where people go wrong with shit. And you know what I mean? So he's like, I told him, this is what I want. This is what I like in pre-workouts. I don't want to be fucking sketched out of my mind, and I don't want to feel like I'm fucking zonked out on an 8-ball either. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, that's how I'd want to feel when I train. So if hopefully people want to feel the same, because I feel like just like dumping stims in a product and creating this feverish fucking thing is like, I don't really know if I need that to work out with weights as much as I want to have like, I want to be a little peaked. Like
you want to feel good. You don't want to feel
I want to be peaked and have some energy and like, you know, I mean, get after it, but I don't want to be like the whole time being like, how fucked am I? Do I feel fucked? Like, look fucked. It's like, when you do too much blow and you're like, do I look high? Yeah, man.
Your job.
Okay. When's the drop again and where? Tomorrow
at wicked.com.
Well, actually, by the time this drops, it'll be tomorrow. So you're saying it's today at wicked.com.
Yeah.
Right now.
It's not a pre-order or anything like my merch, so it's on there. So
go there.
Feel free to go anyone you want.
Go there and support.
There's no rush. Yeah.
Awesome. Polly, how are you?
Good. Sorry, I had some computer problems earlier.
You still having them?
Yeah, that's weird.
Am I?
Yeah.
What's going on? I can hear you guys perfectly.
It might be your microphone is chopping up. You might have to get rid of
log off and log on.
Maybe you have to get rid of the telemarketing.
You sound like a robot.
Yeah.
This fucking Dell, man. When is someone going to get this guy a new computer?
What? Say something? I can't hear you at all now because you have it set up on the mic.
Just hold it up to your mouth. Like Bob Barker's microphone in Price is Right.
I think he's gone already. Okay.
I'm ordering a MacBook off my phone right now and shipping it to his house.
I already offered him. He's too proud.
Let's start a GoFundMe for him. Let's get everyone in the community.
Done instantly.
Oh yeah, people love Paul. It'll be done in like 5 minutes.
We'll do this. If someone
$1,
if we get another 10 people to book in for the consults with me, that'll be $1,500. I'll buy Paul a new computer. So the next 10 people to go book in, that money will go directly towards buying Paul a computer.
Don't worry, Paul didn't hear that. Paul didn't hear that. We don't have to really do it now.
Yeah, I'll do 10 consults, so that's 5 hours worth of work for you guys, and then with that money, I'll buy Paul a $1,500.
Well, that's good. At least they're giving their money to a good cause, and they
get me, and then Paul gets a computer.
Right.
And I only give a little bit of my time, so let's do that. I'm booking 10 sessions off my calendar, and I'll give Paul a computer.
Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of a shameless plug, only because holy fuck, this kid's 19 fucking years old.
I know.
I was going to ask you about
this.
That
is
kid.
wild.
Is that the kid you signed?
Yeah, we signed this kid like 6 months ago.
Pull up the side chest. The next one's even crazier to me.
He's
side
what's
leg.
What's the video he put out though? I saw the video.
His
and
back
I saw
is
the video
good.
and I was like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" And then I saw Hostile.
Possible?
He's Lithuanian. He's doing a Polish show.
The second video.
He's doing
the most muscular is crazy. Yeah. What the fuck is this?
Look at his legs, dude.
I can't think of a single active pro that looked as good at 19. Zero.
Do I know how to find him? Do I know how to find him or what?
Fucking hell, man. This is wild. This blows a 19-year-old Chris or any of these guys out of the water at this age. That's nuts.
I'm going to, he's going to turn pro and fucking.
And for all these kids, there's going to be a million people out there be like, oh yeah, he's just been sauced up since he was a kid. Look, there's a million kids that have been sauced up since they were 17 that look like fucking shit. This is still ridiculous no matter what he's done.
Look at the adductors on that fucking kid. He's 19. You don't have shit like that at 19.
Yeah, no, he's wild, dude. This is him at 18 years old. Like, what the fuck? Like, I was 24 when I looked like this. Like, what the fuck? I never even looked like this.
I was gonna say, I don't even know if I ever looked like this.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Anyway,
his tricep development is incredible.
And his physique looks fresh. Like his skin is nice. Like everything looks
small
clean.
His fucking waist is, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah. Like he looks young still. It's not like he looks like a kid that's just like fucking chemical warfare. Like he looks like young and clean still.
This kid's gonna turn pro in 7 weeks. I guarantee. Oh yeah.
Where is he from?
Lithuania. He's doing the Polish national show, I believe.
That's a pro qualifier.
Yeah. So, no,
that's nuts.
Either it's a pro qualifier or it qualifies him for the next show, I believe. That's
I don't know if those countries have independent.
Yeah, I think it qualifies him for the next show that is gonna.
Yeah, like a European.
But this kid's gonna fucking blow right up, man. I'm like, I can't fucking
turn your phone sideways, Paul.
You're back.
I'll reboot the Dell.
Just leave the Dell off. Your phone's better anyway. It's better. It's clearer, and I can hear you.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see the Dell keyboard. It looks like you're on the Dell, but you're not.
makes for a retro look to the studio.
Yeah, exactly.
The studio.
All you need is something to prop it up on, so it's not like we're not looking up your nose.
Like a book?
Yeah, like a book. Yes, something. Doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah, one of those many books.
One of the woke books behind you. Use them as a stand.
I've read every one of them.
Yeah, sure.
That's why you're so woke, right?
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, it's good, Paul. Don't worry about it. Okay. I wanted to bring this up. So there are a couple things we got to talk about. Some are old, some are new. But I want to talk about this first because I thought it was actually interesting. Seth, I'm going to start with you because you're the most diplomatic. So I want to see if you'll actually give a real opinion.
Okay.
I'll give a real opinion.
So I know you will, Mike. I know you will, Mike. So this gentleman, who I don't know very well, Ali Health, I believe, is his men's physique guy that won the Arnold.
Mm-hmm.
And he put out this post shortly after the Arnold. Did it delete it now? Oh no, it's here. Let me stop sharing.
Yeah, I saw that one.
I'm just going to stop. I'm just going to stop share and reshare so I can show people with some sound what he said before we talk about it. Oh shit, that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry.
I was scanning for any naughty pictures.
Let's see the porn saved to his desktop.
There is a nut. It's all files. It's all files. Okay. Wait.
I just wanted to come here on social media and say a few things about the Arnold Classic. It's been 5 days since I won this show. And if you ask me how I feel, if I'm happy with the win, of course I am, But it just gave me a bit of mixed feeling, this show. Because everything I see on social media, everything that's going on, like Arnold saying the show day, that men's physique was stupid division and he don't know why IFBB created it. It just killed the whole happy vibes for me. I don't know why. So I've decided this was my last ever Arnold Classic. I'm not going to go to a show where my division, where I get treated with disrespect. I don't think it's fair that an open division get 500,000, classic get 60K, and a men's physique division only get 10,000. It's not fair, We prep as hard as the classic guys or the open guys. We train as hard. We bring a good conditioning. We bring a good physique. If you just go to Middle East or whatever Asian countries, if you see how popular men's physique is, it's crazy. It brings so much money. Just see my reach. When I post a video or some open guy post.
Okay, we don't need to hear about his reach. I'm sure it's crazy. He's probably got 1 million followers. Actually, he has 1.3 million, to be honest. So yes, he does have a lot of reach. But I'm sure there's some mixed opinions about this. But Seth, I want to start with you because you're the most fair-minded of the bunch.
What do you want to know?
I want to know what you think about what he said. What do you mean? What I want to fucking know? It's a podcast. Are you guys slow tonight or what?
I didn't know if you wanted me to with what Arnold said. So here's my take.
I just want to know what you think of the situation overall. I guess my question to you is he right? Is he wrong? Is he taking it too personal? Is he right in saying it's like disrespectful? Like, what do you think about the whole situation?
Yeah, I mean, he's not, I wouldn't say he's 100% wrong. I could play the fence like Paul does with certain things and be like, I just want to be a little bit right here. But he's not wrong, because with what Arnold said, like, dude, if you train as hard as dude, let's face it, the physique guys do train hard. Like, they are fucking on. Like, they bring, like, I enjoyed watching the physique side of it. I wasn't disappointed with it.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question though?
Sure.
Do you think they train hard? They train legs as hard as the open guys?
Fuck no.
Okay.
No.
Well, that's half your body.
But what I'm saying is, like, the division has changed where you do have to train your legs. They do want to see it. Is it going to be an accentuated body part? Fuck no. Do they train as hard? No, they don't. Okay. But they have to bring a certain package. Like, that dude's midsection, like, watching those guys, I'm like, dude, that's a fucking great physique. It takes phenomenal. A lot of work to get there.
Yes.
It's very difficult to diet the way that they do, and they have to train and diet year round to keep a waist like that. You fucking have to, which is incredibly difficult. Are they going to drag as much as the open class? Absolutely not. However, is it popular? Yes, because I think that a lot of people start in physique and then they move into classic. They all do, but because a lot of people just want to, from an amateur standpoint, let's face it, the physique drags in fucking money.
Well, but that's because there's no barrier to entry. You don't have to be you don't have to be a certain size. You know what I mean?
You don't for bodybuilding either, though, at the amateur level.
No, I'm not. Okay, I don't mean barrier to entry. Like, Ian's just ready to argue with me, right?
I'm not arguing, but I can
feel it. I can feel it.
It's the same thing, though. It's the same thing.
I got you. No, I don't mean barrier to entry as in you have to pass a test or a license or something.
I know what you meant.
I mean barrier to entry is in you kind of need more size and more, I don't want to say more of a complete physique, but you need more size to be in bodybuilding. And I think that's why a lot of people start with men's physique, because you can be a little smaller and aesthetic. Yeah. So if you're starting out, you're probably closer to that kind of physique. So the barrier to entry is less, I guess, is what I'm saying.
And whenever you're in early stages, whoever you are, you want to build confidence on stage. And if it's through physique, go do fucking physique. If it's through classic, go do classic. You want to do an novice bodybuilder open show, go ahead, go fucking do it. Right. But with what he said, I think, I mean, if Arnold's going to talk shit like that about that division, then don't fucking have it.
Show.
Yeah. But wait a minute. But is it, what did he say? I don't know what Arnold said exactly. Like, does he get a pass because he's Arnold? He's always making jokes.
Yeah, this is Arnold, the thing. Yeah, go ahead. As Arnold's gotten older, he's gotten to be a little bit more of a dick. Like, that's just what older guys do.
Didn't he say they should wear pants or something? Didn't he say something like that?
no.
I don't know what he said. He definitely came down on the men's physique, but like, yeah, the thing is, if you don't like his comments, don't do the show. I mean, it's not like a complicated topic, you know?
No. Well, it's not a complicated topic, Ian, but we're just having a podcast. Or having
I know. I'm saying I'm not saying for us to talk about. I'm saying from the perspective of the athletes. Like, you can sit there and you can be upset about how much money it is, but you knew how much it was before you did the show. You can go in and say that, he said bad comments about. He's said them many times before.
Right.
Okay, so are you competing here because you want an Arnold Classic title or because you want recognition from Arnold himself personally? What are you doing here? Is this to get acceptance from Arnold? Oh my God, I want him to think I'm great. Like, I mean, Kai Green has won Arnold's where he would be like ripping on him, or George Peterson when he won the Arnold and he's like, do a vacuum, or and he's making these subtle little chirps at these guys. This isn't the first time he's done this. So if you don't like it, don't do the show. And if you're in it just to win the title that is the Arnold Classic, which is a very prestigious title, do it and shut up.
That was kind of my. So part of what you said is kind of my thought. Well, actually, a couple things you said are kind of my thought processes, which is he makes fun of fucking everybody.
Yeah.
So that's why I said I don't know exactly what he said, because he just has a tendency to, that Jacqueline girl won the fitness class. He didn't even talk to her.
He made fun of my calves. I still went and did the show.
Did he really?
This guy has got no calves. Look at his calves. There's nothing
when
there.
he was commentating the live stream and he was, he needs to train his calves. No calves.
No way.
No. I'm not like fuck Arnold. I mean, I know it's obviously different because he's kind of criticizing the class as a whole versus just making a critique on my specific physique. And my calves do fucking suck. So I mean, like, that's not anything I didn't know. But I mean, and Arnold's also entitled to his position. He also has men's physique still at his show. He doesn't have 212, figure, physique, women's bodybuilding. Like, there's 10 other divisions he doesn't have at his show. So it's like, what are you doing here? Are you here for the title or are you here for Arnold's personal recognition?
Let me ask you guys this, because we all know a little bit of the behind the scenes stuff. And I want to kind of bring it to the forefront. So a lot of people say $500,000 for the men's open versus 60 for classic versus 10 for men's physique is way unfair. And I'm not going to mean, but hold on a minute. Well, there's what that means is exactly what he said in his video, which is we all work just as hard. We all have a huge following. Maybe the prize money should be closer, which I think there's an argument for. But what I was going to say is, I think the people that are sponsoring the show are also asking for their money to go to a certain place.
Well, the thing is, too, it's Arnold's show. Like, he likes bodybuilding. He can choose to put money there. If you don't like where the prize allocation is, don't do the show. Like, you know what I mean? It's not that complicated of a thing to be. Like, if you're upset with his comments, or you don't like the prize money, or you think that the men's open are getting too much, well, then do other shows.
What did Bikini get for the win?
Probably more than that.
Probably less than 10, no?
No.
More?
They got more than 10, I'm sure.
They got more. I think they got 25.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, in Ali's defense, he's actually saying exactly what Ian is saying, which is because of this making fun of us and because the money's not that much, I'm not doing the Arnold ever again.
Yeah, great. I'm all for that.
But I guess where I'm coming from is it's kind of what you said in the beginning. A lot of people don't do the Arnold. Like when I was doing the Arnold, it was $100,000, it wasn't $5,000, and I knew I wasn't going to win the Arnold. I was doing the Arnold because it's the fucking Arnold.
Yeah.
So like if you want to stand on arguably the biggest or second biggest show stage in bodybuilding, you're not doing it for the 10 grand.
No.
You're doing it because
I think it's also, like you said, it is like Ian's saying, it is everyone who's ever lifted weights looks up to Arnold in some capacity. Like he's a motivator, he's like an inspiration, or he's at least someone you're aware of. But like, you know what I mean? So these guys that are competing, I knock on men's physique all the time too, but at one point in their mind, they're still bodybuilders in their mind. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like to have the guy who you looked up to all the time be like, oh, fucking joke, wear pants. Like, it's like, at least come up to me and be like, good job, bro. Like, you can crack on him a bit, but like to be like, oh, it's a waste of time. I don't know why they made the division. I can see why that kid's upset.
But look, I can see why he's upset, but at the same time, it's not the first time
for sure.
At the same time, it's not the first time he's done it. So you kind of got to expect, as the men's physique guy, or if you're a bodybuilder with a big waist, you got to expect that Arnold's going to come up to you and be like, do a vacuum. I bet you can't do it. Yeah. Like he's going to make fun.
At least he's probably just mad that the guy didn't even know his name. Probably.
Yeah.
At least busting his balls once you meet his nose.
But Arnold's also 75 fucking years old, and when listen, I've been in the booth with him. Okay, and I don't know if this is information I should be giving or not, but like, I'm sitting next to him in the booth. We're doing the commentary. When he's got to thank the sponsors, there's a guy 10 feet away with a massive billboard saying, thank Toyota. You know what I mean? Like, he's not going to remember your fucking name. Like, he's got 5 million athletes at his fucking show between strongman and taekwondo and fucking, and he doesn't follow Men's Physique. How's he going to know your name? I didn't know that guy's name until I saw the video and he started complaining.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't
No,
for
but
him,
I'm just
sport
saying
would be-
he might just have he might have an unrealistic hope in his mind that it will carry some weight, right? So that's why he's upset.
I completely understand his gripe. I mean, if you don't like those things, then I think he should be doing what he's doing and just saying, hey, I'm just not going to compete at the show. I mean, that's the end of it. If you're not happy with the money, okay, don't do the show. If you're not happy with Arnold's comments, okay, don't do the show. So I don't really have any problem with how he's approaching it. You know, I think, yeah, when you're talking about Arnold, and look, I can understand it being an upsetting thing to hear those comments for sure about the division you love. But like we said, you also have to take it with a grain of salt because that's just who Arnold is. And it's not a personal attack on you. He's just,
that's kind of where I'm coming from.
He's just being Arnold as he is and ripping on guys, and he does it all the time. And you know, he's going to be one of those guys that thinks back in his day it was all better and all those kind of things. So I mean, it's just all good. It's not a personal attack, you know.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is literally he's the biggest name that fitness has ever seen in any capacity.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows. The guy has notoriously, like you're saying, like said off the wall shit, and it's his show
All the time,
right?
Like he doesn't give a fuck if he's gonna take jabs at the IFBB like he did. Then he's like, I don't know why they made the old division. It's Arnold fucking Schwarzenegger. He's been known to do that. So
the only thing I can't get on board with is the word being used of fair when it comes to the prize money. Like,
I know that really bothers you. Explain that, Ian.
Because what do you mean by fair? Like, this is his show. This isn't money that's allocated by the IFBB for this. This is his show that he can put on however he likes. He doesn't need to he could give you zero prize money to every division, be like, this is just for the title. Men's Open gets $1 million. But the thing is, look, I understand if this was prize money that was kind of divided up based off statistics and whatever by the IFBB that's given by the federation, then I would understand you have a case here. But this is someone's personal show. Okay, just like any show with any promoter, they can dictate how much prize money they give. There's no such thing as fair or unfair.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I love the way you think sometimes. It's like, it's very...
binary?
No, well, yes, but it's also very matter of fact. And everything you just said is correct. But I think you forget the gray areas that are involved in life. And I think that's what, like me and Paul and Ben promote the Detroit. Mm-hmm. And we do... Obviously, we're not Arnold, but we do $25,000 for the men's bodybuilding. Mm-hmm. We can give 10 for the classic. That's the minimum. We can give them 10. Yeah, we could. But we give 15 because we're like, let's try and get as close as we can to the open and still being respectful. So
you're proving my point though.
No, but hold on a minute. I know I am. And that's why I'm saying what you're saying is matter of fact and it's not wrong.
Yeah, because that's your choice and you want to do it that way.
Right. But you're forgetting the gray area of, yes, it's my choice, but yes, I also want to make sure everybody feels like they are worth the time, like it's worth the time, and they are valued at the show.
But it's
I agree.
Classic.
Yeah, but I also agree. I agree with what you're saying. But
what did you say? What did you say, Seth?
Because it's classic.
But it's classic.
No, but it doesn't matter what class.
Like, it doesn't matter. No, the point is that, and that is proving my point in the same way, is that it's your choice as a promoter to make that call of, we want to give this guy so that they want to come back, and you're starting a new show, you want to make the guys happy, blah blah blah. Arnold obviously doesn't care in that same capacity. He says, my show is big enough that this is a very prestigious title. I don't love Men's Physique, to be honest. He obviously doesn't, by the comments he made. He's not going to dump prize money into that. He's going to want to incentivize the Men's Open guys, the other classes. So look, I understand that people might not like it. I agree. If I was a Men's Physique guy, I probably wouldn't like it either. But to use the word fair makes no sense to me. There's no fairness here.
Let's just walk it through though. So like I said, everything you said is right. I'm not disagreeing with it, but I think you're forgetting the nuance of it. Mm-hmm. So let's say you either go like this, I don't care about the fucking class, I'm not going to have it. Or you go, I am going to have it because it's valuable and it does pack the crowd a little bit because there's a lot of Men's Physique fans. So I should give them their value. So it's not like you can't really have it both ways. Like if you don't like the class and you think it's shit, but just don't have it.
But he is, and he's getting top guys doing exactly what he's doing. So,
but why? Okay,
he's giving minimal prize money and getting the top guys. So why would he change it?
Ask yourself a question. Why is he having it if he doesn't like it?
because it's obviously a draw to some degree.
Right. So if it's a draw, is it worth more than $10,000 is the question.
Wait, but that's not my, I don't disagree. And that's not what I'm arguing. I'm not saying that it isn't worth, or that maybe they're not percentage wise bringing more money than that versus other divisions. There might be other divisions that bring less people that are getting paid more. I'm not saying that, but fair doesn't make sense to me on something that is a choice of the
forget
promoter.
the word fair. Forget the word fair. I'm just having this open conversation. Forget the word fair.
So then what's the question?
The question is this: if you don't like the class and you don't want to have it, then don't have it. If you're going to have it, the only reason you're having it, if you don't like it, the only reason you're having it is because you know it's a draw.
Sure.
If you know it's a draw and you're going to use these guys on stage to draw people, should you not give them what they're worth?
Yeah, I mean, from a completely ethical standpoint, maybe you should. If we're speaking strictly from like a code of ethics, if you're speaking as a show promoter and you're someone like Arnold that is obviously thinks that his title for these guys is enough, and that he thinks that, you know, he doesn't want to put more money into that division, even if he thinks it might be fair, if we're going to use that word. I do understand the point. I was just latching onto this word of people saying that it's unfair when someone doesn't, and they do this at the Olympia. Olympia as well, when Classic, you know, was, you know, guys like Sebum in the Classic division, people like, he's only making 50 grand, the men's open's making 600,000. It's like, yeah, but that's a choice of the promoter. The promoter doesn't have to be fair. There's no fairness involved here. Like I said, if it was run by the league and this was something like federation based and it was kind of allocation of funds, whatever, but this is strictly a promoter promoting their show in the way that they want. And that's really their choice, you know?
Agree.
No one's making you do the show. If you don't like the show, you don't like the prize money, you don't like anything, don't do it. Just like he's saying, which is fine. Yeah.
Right. Okay. You Paul, what do you think? You haven't said anything about this.
No, I totally agree. I mean,
you're like, I agree with everybody. Let's move on.
No. I mean, like, yeah. I mean, ideally, you like to see some bump across the board. I mean,
sure, I agree. Yeah.
But it's his. But yeah, if they don't want to, they can put their money wherever they want to.
What do you think of his? But what do you think of his comments overall? Do you think he's warranted in saying that I'm kind of bummed out about what he said and I don't want to really do the show anymore? It's not enough money, or do you think he's being a little too sensitive about it because Arnold's known for talking shit?
Well, the clip that I saw, Arnold wasn't really ripping on men's physique. He was just saying, why do they wear pants? Or why do they wear shorts? He's like, these guys have great legs.
Yeah, but how did he say it?
He was like, these guys have great legs. Why are they wearing shorts like that? He's like, why are they covering half their physique? That's what the clips that I saw, unless I didn't see the whole thing.
Yeah, which is like, it's a fair comment to make, but it's also the point of the division. Like, the division isn't bodybuilding, so it's like you can say that, but it's also the point of men's physique. Is it just a different class? But it's not judging the same as bodybuilding. If we're going to do that, well, then we're into classical physique now. Like, if we're going to start judging legs, it's like, it's a silly thing, you know? But
all these categories seem to sort of migrate as they mature into almost bodybuilding like.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like, look at Classic. The shorts in Classic now are almost bodybuilding shorts.
Yeah.
They've gotten smaller and smaller every year. Men's physique. Their shorts used to be down below their knees. Now they're halfway up their thigh.
Yeah.
And eventually it all goes back to bodybuilding. And then there's eventually reestablish parameters again.
Yeah. And they never judged legs, and now legs are actually looked at.
Right. So it's bodybuilding again. It's just smaller bodybuilding.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. All right. Let's move on from that. I just wanted to kind of get your guys' thoughts on that. There wasn't really a right or wrong answer. I'm just curious what you guys thought about the whole fucking situation. Other than that, there's obviously the other interesting situation that's going on. I kind of want to have a little bit of comment of this, but the whole Bob Cicherillo thing that's going on now with Nick Walker. So what, Seth? Go ahead. What are you?
You're muted, Seth.
You're muted, Seth.
Sorry, I said this is fun. This is fun. What's going on?
It is really fun. I want to say one thing though. And Bob said it best. In his last post, he said, "Don't call me the athlete's rep anymore. It's an honorary position." I think honorary is a little bit.
What does that mean?
Is a little bit special. It's not really honorary. It's volunteer. So when people were saying, "Strip him of his title, strip him of being an athlete's rep," I said this like 3 years ago. I said he's not the athlete's rep, and Bob freaked out on me.
Well,
the reason I said he's not the athlete's rep is not because he wasn't helping certain people or helping people where he could. The reason I said it is because it's not a formal position given by the IFBB. So you can't.
He was saying that he was.
No, he was saying he was, but it's not an official. But it's not an official position.
Yeah. So it used to be, right?
No, it wasn't. It's never been an official position. Officially,
one time it was.
No.
So how do you even give yourself the title if it's never like? What does that mean? Who gave him this honorary position?
They let him. They let him say it. But if you think about it factually, an athlete's
rep. Say it? You know what? Actually, guys, I am the athlete's rep now.
Me too.
If you guys disagree, can we have a vote here, everyone? Ian for athlete's rep. Thank you.
What I'm trying to say is, I think to be an athlete's rep, you have to have a union, first of all, because you have to have people to rep. So you have to have people that actually like want you to rep them. Secondly, it's usually a paid position recognized by the federation. He's not paid by anybody. He's not recognized by the IFBB as an official athlete's rep, and there's no union under him. So this is a volunteer position. And thanks to Bob for being a volunteer and helping people where he can.
Sure.
I'm sure he's helped some people over the years, but to call him the athlete's rep, I don't think was ever actually factual. And I also, when people say strip him of the title, there's nothing to strip him of because he's not working for anybody.
Yeah, the only thing I'm confused on, and maybe I don't know, have my facts straight here, so I'm not sure, is like you said, I did see the clip of him on the podcast with you or to you, someone talking where you brought that up, and he said that he was the athlete's rep, and he didn't say that it was an honorary position at the time, did he? I think he just said
no, he didn't. But I know all along it's never been officially.
You knew that, but he said that at the time, and then now when this is coming out and people are coming on to him being like, blah, 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 I should be fired for being the athlete's rep. He's like, well, I was never the athlete's rep. It's like, well, which one were you? Because you got mad when someone said that you weren't and saying that you were. And now when people are getting mad at you because you are the athlete's rep and you make comments that seem contradictory to that role, you're all of a sudden not the athlete's rep.
This is what I think happened. I think Bob's helped a considerable amount of bodybuilders.
Which I think is great.
No, just let me finish. So he's helped considerable amount of people with certain things. Do I know the whole list? No, I don't. But I know there's been a lot of instances where he's helped bodybuilders. So I think he took offense to people saying, well, you're not really the athlete's rep, and that's why he said what he said. But if you ask Bob straight up, is this an official position given to you by the IFBB? Yeah. I'm almost positive he would come out and say, no, it was never officially made. Like, I don't work for the IFBB. He's just,
I guess in that aspect.
What he should have said was, I'm not officially the athlete's rep, but I volunteer my time to help bodybuilders where I can.
That's literally what I was about to say. He should have said that. That's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah.
That would have been like a more of a respected thing for him to say that then people would understand.
But like, there's no official position, but you know, when guys reach out to me, I try and help them the ways that I can. And if I can't, then I put them to somewhere that can help them. But no, there is no official rep position. We tried to figure this out 25 years ago. It never went anywhere. So I've just, kind of volunteered a bit of my time for when guys need assistance. I help the best I can. The end.
Right. The more important one that's really bothering me, and I know people hate when I say this, but I really can't stand cancel culture. Like it drives me fucking really batshit. So now people are like, he should be fired as an MC, and I'm like, you can't. Like, I'm sorry, maybe I'm fucking old or something. I don't know, but I'm like, he's fucking around with an athlete. He made a bad statement. I don't know what you want to call it, but like, you can't fire for somebody for having an opinion. Like, it's a little bit fucked up.
Yeah, I don't think the comment of saying I'm the guy that'll be announcing you as 8th was tasteful at all.
No, not at all.
That position, right. I don't think that was great. And I don't think that even the Olympia or the IFB or anything probably condone those kind of comments from Bob. But at the end of the day, he doesn't work for the IFBB in that capacity. He's not a judge, anything like that, like you said. So, I mean, look, he is entitled to say his opinion. I think you're just crossing that kind of, somewhat of an ethical barrier of how much do I want to comment on the athletes that I'm going to be announcing on stage and saying comments like that. But like, the cancel culture was fucking stupid. I mean,
so my opinion was of it when I heard it. I was like, look, that's kind of something that maybe Jake Wood, who hires him to MC, or Dan Solomon, maybe they need to pull him aside and go, hey,
sure,
probably you should moderate your comments a little bit. Yeah. But to fire somebody over something like that is just fucking insane.
Just fire him because he sucks.
But that's the thing is, I don't think
Bob's actually good at his job.
I actually think he's a good MC. So like, why would you fire him?
I don't at all.
You don't like Bob.
It's a fucking tough watch, Bob.
Really?
I mean, look, I don't think Bob's bad, but I would still be in the camp of having Sid Faruqi up there every single time.
You can't say the fucking word. He can't say competitor race. It's competitor.
My only gripe with Bob is I feel like he knew my name for years, and he still incorrectly said my last name every single time.
No, I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. He said my name wrong for 10 years. I just think it is. Seth, you're being
say it?
Fouad.
Fouad.
He kind of calls you
Fouad Abnod.
Ian Valliere.
Seth, you're being quiet. Sorry, Paul, you go. Or Paul, you want to go first? Go ahead.
I just want to say, I think if he didn't want people to call him that anymore, he probably shouldn't have made a post asking people not to call him that anymore.
Oh, because you're going to do it on purpose now.
Now he's going to wear that forever now.
No, what's happening? You know what's happening? I've been getting a slew of DMs from people going, "Didn't he fight with you before? Because you said he wasn't the athlete's rep, and he got mad at you."
That clip's going around now.
So now I'm getting that thrown back at me as in like he totally like backtracked. But this is where I go to say, like, he should have said in the past, I volunteered my time.
Yep.
That way you don't have to be stripped of anything, or you don't.
Yeah, because then it's like honorable. It's like, I'm just going out of my way unpaid to help some guys.
Right.
I'm not in an official position here, you know?
Right. Seth, you haven't said much. What do you think?
No, I just enjoy the banter of it. I think that people get a little worked up about it. Like, I don't like the cancel culture shit either. But with Bob, it's like it's funny. This is entertainment.
Do you think Bob should be fired?
No.
Okay.
Like I said, like Ian, like it wasn't very tasteful for him to say that, because he is going to be emceeing the Olympia. And I think that, like, as a competitor, as Nick being a high level competitor, I think that it adds a little angst to it, which is a little fucked up. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, for Nick to come out there and be like, I got to be announced by this fucking guy. I know.
Yeah, but what's he gonna do? Call him?
Yeah, but it's even funnier if Nick comes third and he can look at Bob and be like, 8th place, hey, motherfucker.
Yeah,
you know?
that's where I'm like,
Nick
okay,
probably
like,
loves this. Yeah,
it's okay. Like, you have to have some pretty thick skin in bodybuilding because of what the sport is in general. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, we're up on stage in fucking Speedos oiled up. Like, you better be ready. You better have some thick skin.
Manly shit right there.
People are going to call you half a fag just because of the way you look up on stage. So with this, it's okay.
You can't say that. You can't say that.
Is that bisexual?
You forget where they were. Am I even recording? Fags. Am I even recording? Did I hit record? Oh, I did. Okay.
Oh my God. Imagine if we weren't. I'd be so fucking mad.
You can't say half a fag.
What's a half a fag?
Why?
Is that a bi?
Yeah, what's that? What's a half of? I've heard the saying before, but I don't know what half a fag is.
You know what it is.
That's 50%.
You know what I'm saying.
I know what 50%. Thank you. What does it mean, though? What is the person like as 50%?
I mean,
it means that they've done too many steroids and they've turned gay.
Like Ian. Like Ian's half a fag when he's on a ton of juice.
Yeah, you're not quite.
Well, you're not on a ton though.
You're not quite a faggot. You're just half a fag.
Okay. You're not a got. You're not just a fag, not a got.
You just got the first. Yeah, the prefix, not the suffix. You know?
Sorry, Seth. We interrupted you again. Go ahead. He's not half a fag.
No,
hey, go back to where you started. Half a fag. Go ahead.
Draw a picture.
Yeah. You look like it, but you're not. That's pretty much.
Do you have a pie chart? Do you have a pie chart you can show us?
Do a PowerPoint presentation.
Sorry, Seth. Go ahead. I'm sorry I interrupted you. Go ahead.
No, I think it's good because it gets everybody going. It gives us something to look forward to at the Olympia, because I think Nick will be better than he has been in the past. He might not be at 2021 Arnold Classic, but I think that it's exciting. It's going to be fun, because if Nick does come in 3rd place or 4th place, like, hey, Bob, like, it's good. I think that, it's not like they're going to throw down and fight each other.
Would it be funny?
Great.
Would it be funny if Bob announced him like with a fucked up name on purpose? Would that be funny, or would that be like upsetting to everybody?
Are we gonna give like Bob like the fucking? Imagine if Nick placed exactly 8th. What this?
Oh my God! Imagine that. We're talking about Nick being 3rd or 4th. What if Bob's right?
He literally comes exactly. Look, I don't think Nick will be 8th, but
no, I don't think he did.
So yeah. I mean, that would be the funniest thing ever. But everyone should go buy Nick's "Who the fuck is Bob" shirt.
I was just going to show. This was incredibly done. Like,
is he selling these, or is just a one-off?
I don't know.
But he should sell them, because
he should be selling them.
It's fucking funny.
It's hilarious.
If he's selling those, everyone go buy one, wear them to the Olympia.
This is great, because what I've learned this year is you gotta sometimes. You can benefit from fucked up shit. Like, I sold those baseball bats. We sold like fucking 400 baseball bats. Like,
you gotta leave into it.
You know what? Something bad happens. Sometimes you make it like an opportunity out of it. Yeah. So Nick is like, this is cool, because Nick's grown up a little bit. Because I think 2 or 3 years ago, Nick would be a very different story than now him kind of playing into it and just having fun with it. And I think there's another.
He faced a lot of shit after the last couple of years. So
there's another post I wanted to show that was funny too. I saw this one, and the caption says,
"Looking like 8."
Looking like 8 foot.
He looks good there, though. It's a good shot.
He looks great.
Leading right into it, but this is his side chest is incredible.
Awesome. Yeah.
So actually, while we're on the topic, before I move to a different topic, where do you think Nick will place? Like, first of all,
say before seeing him in Pittsburgh.
Okay, first of all, Like, okay, that side chest looks really fucking crazy, but
Great.
Martin has also put on a lot of size. Like, he showed me some progress photos from Detroit to now. He's a completely different bodybuilder.
I know,
So
it's crazy.
can Nick get past Martin? And if he does, where does he stand at the Olympia? Is he fourth? Is he Martin's spot, or is he moved up, or is he less?
That's going to be tough, man. I really don't know. Like, if Nick can come back close to the Nick of old, then I think that'll be a really good showdown between him and Martin, because Martin has improved a lot. But it's not a easy win. I mean, that's a tall order to beat someone like Martin. He was fourth at the Olympia. He did beat Chris. I mean, he's, this is a very, very, very elite bodybuilder that's improved even more since placing fourth at the Olympia. So
Yeah.
I think if Martin shows up at 100% and Nick is, maybe a little better than New York, but not close enough to where he's been, I think Martin will get him. I think if Nick is the Nick of old or pretty close to it, I think it'll be tough. But I think it'll be really, really good competition, because their physiques are very different and they hold different strengths and also some similarities as well in what their strong poses are. So it's going to be good.
If it's, and I keep saying this, people get mad at me when I say it, but if it's Nick of 22 or 21, it's going to be tough to beat.
It's going to be tough. But
Martin's biggest attribute over Nick is just his balance.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, and aesthetics.
Because they're both going to, if they both come in sharp, they're both, muscularity.
Can I touch on what you said, Seth?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys agree with this, but I actually think Nick's physique is balanced. It's just the aesthetics of it. His waist hurts his lines, whereas Martin doesn't have that issue.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think his legs are actually pretty big. I think it's just how they kind of tie in and how his waist and how it kind of all pieces together makes it so it doesn't flow quite as nice. But yeah, I mean, he's got fucking oodles and muscle everywhere,
Yeah.
So what you're saying, Seth, is you think it's
I guess the aesthetics of the balance, just the look.
Yeah,
like whenever you look at it before you really start digging in, like it's the.
Well, yeah, like Martin doesn't have any like super weak shots. Like, he has weaker shots, but like Nick has his front lat that isn't like as strong as some of his other shots. It definitely looks improved, so there is some shots there that aren't quite as strong, where Martin is a little more balanced across the board. But, if Nick can hold his own in some of his weaker shots and then beat Martin in his stronger shots, then it's going to be a really fucking good shot. I mean, that whole lineup, man, is outrageous. I mean, I saw some of the guys posted today. Like, I mean, you have Martin, Crizzo, Vito, Nick, Bonac.
There's two shots. Sorry to interrupt you, Ian. There's two shots here I want to show because I think they're improved. This is the front lat, which I think is way improved for Nick. Like, this is very, very good. Like that actually, I can't see the legs, so you can't tell for sure, but the upper body is finally positioned the way it should be.
He almost has too much arm that it covers his fucking lat.
Yeah. I know, but what he's learned to do is lean forward and not flex his chest, so it makes everything look like perfect. And then the other thing I noticed was his front relaxed, which is a problem for him. Actually, also looks better. Like, this is a better X frame now.
Yeah, if the waist keeps coming in like that, and you can keep it in tight. I think that's one thing that he had in 21. That's the hardest thing to keep, is like, if you look at the 21 Arnold, his ab separation was like deep, hard, tight, separated abs. And if you can get those back to that, he'll be tough.
Yeah. And the other thing too, I was going to say, is if the legs keep that volume even into the harder dieting, then that's going to be a big strong point for him. Because I think what happens to Nick is the harder he diets and the more shredded he gets, those legs start to kind of first. Yeah, they start to straighten out on him. And
it happens with everybody. You're like, your least developed place goes first.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to predictions. Predictions for
who won the Arnold?
Fouad than me. And who was third? I can't remember.
Results. Your results. These are us.
Seth. They're Seth.
Damn, 10th place. Fuck happened to me? You guys messed my pickups. Why is Regan a girl?
You know why? First of all, you forgot to pick 11th, so that takes away some points.
No, I didn't forget. No one let me.
Global results. Jordan Navarro. I have to announce that this Jordan is the winner of the $100 gift card. Nice. I don't know if anybody else wants to put in any prizes, but I was going to do first, second, third. So if anybody else wants to add anything to this, we can do that. Going back, Sorry, let me take a look here. If we go back to the leaderboard, I'm number 201 globally.
I'm 333, I think.
You're 333. So yeah, I think so. If you look here, these are the top guys: Hassan, Vulcan, Ryan.
Has he got a bucket on his head? What's on his head?
He's got a New Year's Eve bucket, I think. Let's see who else. Do we have any Rocky Andrews? Do we have anybody here we know?
Julian,
17th. Holy shit. He knows his shit. Okay, let's get into Detroit. Anybody, listen, before I go on, anybody who wants to get into the predictions or the fantasy league, we're still going to be doing monthly prizes. So even though you missed the first show, you might not get enough points to win the whole season, but you can win monthly prizes for the fantasy league. You still do rate your physique, rate your form, and predictions. Go to realbodybuildingpodcast.com, sign up there. The other thing I wanted to show really quick before we move on is the fantasy league. Paul.
I went first.
Paul in group mode is not first.
Oh, I thought I was.
Mike is.
Not in group mode. In group mode, I'm first.
What happened there?
Fuck. I'm fucking
What
last
happened
again.
there?
how did Mike get 0 points?
I'll
How
tell
did I
you
get 0 points?
because you didn't pick your group guy. Your group.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Your
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't. Look.
Didn't we pick another group? Didn't we do
wait.
another one?
Hey, he's
Wait.
got a team right there.
Mike's team is there. How'd you get?
So
zero?
wait,
Oh,
but go up. Does he have any guys?
Nobody here competed at the Arnold.
No, there's 0 Arnold guys there.
Oh,
Yeah.
you guys are all dead in the coming shows, though.
So I got a second and a third at the Arnold.
I know, Paul, but when you do the group thing, like, look, let's look at your team. You didn't get a second and third because the group. Remember, we did a group draft. You have Samson. You don't have Andrew in your group draft.
Yeah, the only points you got were for him, and then a couple
Patrick.
for Patrick. Yeah. Who I'd have, or did
The season is young.
Let me see your team,
Yeah,
Fouad, or
I
did you
got nobody on my
doctor
team.
this?
I did not doctor it. This is my
Let's see.
team. I had
Yeah, that's what
Bonac.
I'm
Oh yeah,
curious.
Bonac, Andrew, James. These guys are they all did the Arnold.
Yeah.
So, fuck you, Paul. But if we go back and we go to global mode,
It's first show. We're okay.
if we go to global mode, we look. Paul's first.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm second. Okay.
Well, that's the one that really counts, right? That's the real league.
No, it doesn't. The group one. The group one.
Global. Global.
The group one is the one that counts because we all had a real draft and we picked like properly.
Yeah, but global's bigger.
Yeah, but
I'd rather
global-
win global too, Paul.
The season is young, as Mike said. Okay, let's go on. All right. Fucking, I'm ranked 626th.
I
Shit.
don't know how many.
I don't know. I think there's like 900 people signed up. Okay. Detroit. Predictions.
I don't think we should predict Detroit.
Why?
Promoters?
We're promoters. We're not judges. We can't.
Yeah.
We can't influence the fucking.
I know, but the perception.
Well, so people can have a perception. It's not real.
All right.
Mike, you got to make your picks.
But you guys already picked?
Yeah, last week. Okay.
I think I'm.
Here's all the guys, Mike. If you want to see anybody, let me know. I can click on their Instagram here.
Let's go back to where my thing is so I can look at the guy beside me.
My fucking
Bonac.
cigar went out. 1 second.
Yeah, make me want to fucking smoke something.
Oh, it's great. This fucking cigar is awesome too. I don't even. Nea F8. Does anybody know what that is?
What?
Cartel.
All right, Bonac.
James. Sorry. Yeah, James. Sasan. Where's that big motherfucker? Ronald Gordon.
Ronald.
I don't know who Justin Wyatt is, so I don't know.
He's
just
doing his pro debut. This is Justin Wyatt. He's actually really big, like thick motherfucker. He just did he win the USA, Ian? Which show did he win to get his pro card?
I remember to say in his bio.
No.
Oh, right there. It shows top left.
Oh,
Picture. What show is that?
uh,
That looks like nationals.
I have no idea. I don't want to.
Yeah, it's nationals.
That's nationals, not USA's, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find another photo of his physique. Tank top. I don't know. This is probably here. Probably better. You can get a good idea here. He's got a little bit blockier waist, but he's really fucking thick and gets super shredded. So he could surprise some people. Fuck. He starts all these videos with
clickbait.
Yeah. Does that give you an idea? The big dude.
Boy.
Yeah.
There's a video. Fuck. He clickbaited me again. Fuck. He did it.
This guy knows what he's doing.
Fucking dickhead.
Oh my God.
I need his social media.
There we go. That's a good one.
I'm going to put him in last now just for that. Thing he did.
Oh, no, it wasn't that one. Yeah, that was nationals. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll just bang it up because I don't know who the other guys are either.
We can look at him if you want.
Yeah, Carlos.
Carlos, yeah.
You know Aaron Golly is.
Yeah, I know who Aaron is.
He actually looks decent right now. But...
You want to take a look at Ben Raffalo?
Ben looks good in the pictures.
Yeah, Ben looks good. This is his most recent photo. He looks like a smaller in stature, but balanced.
Those arms look like they belong on a 6'8" guy.
Yeah.
So
good deadlifter.
There's the back. I think he's pretty good. I just don't know how big he's going to be next to some of these guys. Okay.
Justin, Ralph, Ben, Aaron,
Ralph Farah, Aaron, Walter, and Ben left.
Yeah, just Walter, and then Ben.
Wow, really? Okay. Everybody else has picks, right? Paul, Seth.
Can I change mine?
Nope.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, we can change them up to the last week. Ian, go ahead. What do you want to change? Oh, those are bad picks.
Ron Gordon looks really fucking good, though. He always shows up better than I
does.
expect.
Well, just for the record, me and Ben and Paul have a bet. Me and Paul against Ben. Ben thinks Ron is gonna take. Is he gonna beat James and William? Is that what the bet, or just beat James?
James and Carlos, yeah.
No, Carlos. I thought the bet was James and William, but I think he pulled it back to just James.
It is just James.
Well, listen, we can just take a look at his picks. Let's see what Ben did. Ben.
I think he put Ron first.
Where the fuck is Ben? There he is.
He's
got Ron in first. He's got Ron in first.
He's got Ron.
Ron is 6'2" or some shit, like 300 pounds.
Yeah.
So
Ben historically doesn't do great on these picks, though, does he?
Yeah, what's his world ranking? What's his world ranking right now?
How's Ron looking? Can we pull up the most recent?
Really good.
Oh wait, I got to look at the other thing. Okay, sorry. How's who?
Ron Gordon.
Ron.
Yeah.
It's just his legs that always worry me.
I know.
It's fucking huge up
He
there.
reminds me of Joel Stubbs.
Yeah.
It's a really, really pretty physique. I just feel like it's going to leave gaps compared to some of the shorter guys.
From the waist up, he's phenomenal.
I think from the waist down, he's phenomenal too. I just think there's so much area to fill because he's so tall.
Side chest there.
Long limbs.
Side chest. Like, yeah.
The legs are long.
Yeah.
But the fucking shoulders are just ridiculous.
Huge up top. My God.
Look at the bicep.
And people have to remember.
He'd almost be better to stand taller on that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Ron Gordon's
literally barely bend your leg, and that side chest would look so much better.
The fucking Atomics boots.
It'll give you more stability in the gym.
Look at the fucking bicep peak on that's probably all we got for like real updates.
Yeah, he looks awesome.
And then you got some stage shit here. He gets peeled, that's for sure.
Yeah, he does. He was most shredded last year in Detroit.
He was really good last year, yeah.
Great physique.
But yeah, the legs still leave a little to be desired, so I don't know.
It's like you said, it's just the distance covered with this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch. Fuck, I hate doing this. I'm gonna put Sasan second, Ron third, keep James fourth.
Ooh.
Mm.
Would you like to get in on the bet with me and
Ian could do it, no problem.
with me and Ben and Paul?
Well, I didn't say it. I would do it.
What's
the bet? So what are we saying?
Well, you're backing out. Are you backing out?
No, I never did agree to eat that stuff.
Yes, you did.
Eat what stuff?
Look at this motherfucker backing out now.
Did I say I was going to eat it?
Yes.
Eating what?
So we had the Sir Strumming can of fish.
Oh yeah, we were. I remember we were talking about this. Yeah.
And Paul agreed to it, and now he's pretending he didn't know.
Well, Ron Gordon was really good. I don't want to eat that stuff.
It's tough because James has like definitely better legs, but I think Ron's definitely better up top, and Ron is definitely more detailed. So it's like it's tough for me when I'm weighing of like what is James actually beating Ron on. It's tough for me to line that up in my head, you know.
Well, Paul, you first have to admit that you're still in the bet.
I'm in the bet.
Okay, so
Ian, I don't know how I'm going to eat this without throwing up though.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, you're going to definitely throw up. That's why we want you to do it.
I don't like to throw up.
Ian, are you in for this bet or what?
What are we betting on who doing what?
Ron beats James.
Yeah, sure, I'll bet on that.
Okay, so the loser has to sit in front of the canister strumming, open it, and then eat a piece of fish.
Oh, we got to do all that?
Yeah.
I thought you just, someone will open it, they just leave a little piece on a plate.
No, you got to open it. It's got to sit in front of you. You got to get a full smell of it.
That's the hardest part is opening it.
Paul's going to throw up.
Paul's going to throw up right now.
Paul's already fucking drooling.
This is one of those.
What do you think of that toenail video?
Why do you get me in this shit? These fucking bets.
Yeah, I see this sort of strumming as one of those like things where it's like, you watch like other guys do stuff and you're like, oh, they're fucking faking it. There's no way it's that bad. Like I could do this easily. And then I'm just going to fucking instantly.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I'm like, I don't think it's going to be that hard. So
so once you throw up though, is that okay? You're done?
No.
Well, you got to eat a piece of fish.
You have to eat a piece of fish. You can't just open the can, throw up, be like, oh, okay, I'm done.
You got to eat a piece of fish. Apparently the fish tastes like old moldy shit.
Oh, God, Fouad.
Paul, have faith. Stomach, eh? Have faith in James.
We had an extremely weak stomach. Yeah, I do have faith in James. James is gonna kill it.
They learned from the Arnold. They're gonna peak right, and he's gonna fucking be third at least.
You've been talking to Stefan?
Yeah, I got an inside scoop. He's gonna be.
Yeah, how's he looking? James good.
Yeah, he's gonna be
James in a good place. We need him to get a good place for this show.
Seth, are you in for the bet?
No.
No. Come on.
I will.
This is making me question things now.
Come on, man. Do you get James or Ron? Who do you pick?
I want to see my picks again because I think I have Ron in front of him.
Okay, well, Seth is in then.
Fuck.
Where's Seth? Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Are you in this bet then? You're on the Ian and Ben side.
Are you gagging, Paul?
Oh, I already started to gag a little bit.
You just started gagging right there.
Myself into.
You don't even know what it's going to taste like. What are you?
I got myself into here. I agreed to this. Why did I agree to this? This is after Arnold's when we agreed to this, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's driving casually.
Seth? You're gonna be there. We're all gonna be there. We have no real. Mike's gonna be there too. Hopefully.
Yeah.
But I'm not eating shit. I'm gonna watch though.
Well, who did you pick? Did you pick Ron over James?
It doesn't matter who I picked.
No, you didn't. Actually, you're on our side. You're on me and Paul's side.
Is there a trick to this? Like
Seth and Mike, are you in or what?
I don't want to be in. It's not going to work out well for me.
Seth, you butcher you hunt animals. You'd be able to do this way better, easier than I could.
I mean, dude, listen, butchering an animal with blood and guts is way different than that fucking moldy shit. I will eat a dead animal's heart.
Will you?
That's the next level.
Oh, wow.
You can eat that fish, no problem.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I want to know, Seth, would you do the old, passage from boyhood to manhood, grab the heart and fucking just take a bite out of it?
Oh, God.
Yes.
You would. But you've never done it, but you would.
Oh, yeah, I'll eat a heart way before I'll eat that fucking moldy.
I didn't know, but wait a minute. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking if you just shot an animal.
Yeah.
Would you cut it open, take the heart out, and take a bite?
Yes.
That's some fucking man shit. I don't know if I could do that.
Oh, Mike, yeah, I definitely could.
Mike, could you do that?
No, I fucking couldn't.
It's
I would never want to.
Bleeding on your fucking hand and shit. They're like,
I might lick it like touching your tongue to a battery.
Does it? What is that? What do you think that tastes like, Seth? Is it fucking disgusting, or do you think it's like doesn't really have a taste because it's so fresh?
Tastes like
Yeah,
nickels.
it's not, I mean, there's definitely going to be a heart taste to it. Like, you know,
I don't even know what that is.
very earthy. Very
That's not
earthy.
bad. That's not bad.
Blood with like an iron taste from the blood. You know, iron.
Yeah.
Earthy.
I could do that. I think.
Yeah.
I think it'd be getting over the fact that it's like dripping blood that would like get me.
Yeah, no, it's not that bad. It's not going to be like.
Does it have like does it have like you have to pierce the skin of the heart, or is it just mushy? Like, you mean it's like a kind of like a casing around it?
I picture it like a liver. Like you just grab it and like take a bite.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, wow, it's rough.
What do you think, Mike?
But then you got to think with the fish thing though. It smells like vomit.
Yes.
What if you plug your nose? You can do the fish thing.
I don't know.
Because smell would be the worst part.
Did you go throw up?
No, I got a bottle of water.
I had to calm myself down.
I had to take a walk, Mike. I had to take some breaths.
Don't throw up. Don't throw up.
Okay, let's move on. Seth and Mike are in the bet. Mike is on our side.
Really?
Mike is
too?
Mike's on me and your side.
Yeah.
Wow.
For sure.
Okay, let's fix the numbers.
Seth is on. No, because it's 3-3. Because Seth is with Ian and Ben.
I know, but my point is, like, if me, you, and Mike lose, we're going to do it together, right?
Yeah, it's still going to be gross.
For sure. You go first, though.
It doesn't change the smell.
Here's the question, though. Who has to open the can?
We're all going to sit around it, and we're going to open it in the middle of us.
Take turns?
No, like I'll open it. I don't care. We're going to be sitting around it. So it doesn't matter who opens it. We're going to be sitting around the can.
I'm glad we're doing it together, though.
It's either you have to eat that, Paul, or you have to eat one of my fingernails.
Oh, Mike. Please. You guys.
Listen, I'm eating one of Mike's fingernails.
That's so gross. I can't believe you even said that.
Yeah, I'm going to take a walk.
Toenail.
Or Paul,
I'll see you guys next week. That was great.
Or Paul, you got to eat some of the like crust off one of your wife's earring backs or something. You know?
Oh,
because I sent Paul that video of the guy who collects his fingernails, and it fucking sent him over the edge. We're just gonna hear Paul throwing up in the background.
Fucking hilarious. Okay. Any more bodybuilding news that I forgot about that we need to cover?
Just that some of the guys, we saw some of the Pittsburgh lineup.
It's probably a little too early for Pittsburgh. I mean, look, I will say
we shouldn't do predictions for sure.
I will say this: Pittsburgh is going to be fucking wild. It's going to be crazy, not just because of the lineup. I think they're going all out across the board. Like the expo is going to be crazy. The fucking lineup's going to be crazy. The MC, I forget. I don't know who they have MCing, but I'm sure it's somebody awesome. They probably have somebody awesome doing commentary. It's going to be fucking great. Like it's going to be, I think, and the whole Hostile team is going to be there. Like,
why are you laughing, Ian? You know something?
No, I'm just excited. I'm going to be there too. It's going to be a good show.
No, we're all going.
Like you do something. Oh
no, we're all going. Yeah.
Something hiding there.
The lineup for physique is going to be wild there too. Like I heard that a lot of guys. Like I heard, I think Brandon Hendrickson's doing it. It's going to be a deep lineup in every single category.
In Classic, Mike is doing it. Terrence is making his comeback doing it. So I mean, you have like potential 1 and 2 at the Olympia, maybe there with those two guys.
I'm excited to see Vito compete with
Vito too, with guys that good. Yeah,
I'm excited to see Vito compete with Martin again,
and Nick too.
Yeah, like that's
Vito might be the one that kind of creeps up and fucks all their days up.
100%, man. Yeah,
it totally could happen. Like,
100%.
Can.
Yeah.
If he won the show, I'd be surprised, but I also wouldn't be like, oh my God, what? Like, that's not fair. Like, he definitely could be.
Well, I mean, guys, think about it. Like, I think, wasn't it just a 1-point victory with him and Martin?
It was super close with him, Martin.
Paul, did you throw up?
A little bit.
Did you really?
A little bit.
What's wrong with you, man?
I can't picture certain things.
Did you ever change your daughter's diaper when you were they were kids that way?
Yeah, the first couple times wasn't easy, but I got a little bit used to it.
All I want to do is say disgusting shit.
No, please. I'm gonna get dehydrated.
I don't think I've ever met anybody with a weaker stomach than you.
I know, it's brutal. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Get his wine.
Oh, so the Strumming thing's gonna fuck you
Oh,
up.
it's gonna kill. It's gonna kill him.
That's what I'm stressing out about already.
He's losing sleep. This guy's gonna go to bed tonight and have fucking nightmares.
He would rather race Ian than eat the fucking fish.
I'm gonna send James a motivational quote every day.
Yeah.
You got this, man. You got this.
Like,
Don't let me down. I mean, yourself. Don't let yourself down.
All right, let's see what questions we got for this week, and then we'll go. Okay, best post-show food in Detroit. Well, I will say last year we went to because we're in Dearborn. Dearborn, for people who don't know, Dearborn is like 95% fucking Arab or Middle East.
Oh, that place was good last year.
Middle Eastern.
Yeah,
we went to this Middle Eastern place last year, and they
that was
fucking
awesome.
hooked us up. They set out a table for like 30 people. They put every waiter or waitress on our table, and they just kept filling the table with more and more food.
Oh.
And all the food was awesome. We fucking yeah.
What was the name of that place again?
I don't know, but the thing is, I don't remember the name of the place because I don't know. We just went there on a whim, but there's a whole bunch of restaurants in Dearborn like that are that good. So I don't know an exact place to go because I don't know it as well.
Is
but
the show on show's on Saturday this year, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I want to ask you guys. I don't even know if we're allowed to do this, but for 2026. What do you guys think would it be cool if we did February 21st, kind of like the Iron Man used to be 2 weeks before the Arnold?
Oh,
that'd be cool.
That's kind of where I want to try and put it, but I don't know if they'll let us. Like, I don't know if they want the Arnold to be the first show of the year.
Yeah, they might, but try.
But I think it's better than because the other option was like April 11th or something like that. And I feel I feel like the first show of the year, 2 weeks before the Arnold, would be cool because people would maybe use it as a warm up, like they used to do for the Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of be exciting because it's first show of the year for everybody.
well, what's the show after the Detroit? Is it the Pittsburgh?
No, there's there's FIBO this year.
Oh,
does FIBO have open bodybuilding?
They're doing open bodybuilding this year. Yeah, I believe they are.
Really?
Well, wait a minute. Time out. I'm sorry. I heard they were, but I actually haven't heard anything about a lineup or anything. So they could have been like maybe doing it and then now they're not. But I heard FIBO had an open show.
Let me check.
Because I know
because I'm trying to think like the Iron Man. I envision the Detroit Pro growing into what how the Iron Man was like, just super like it's the theater, the black backdrop, the cool pictures, like the experience, and it's like that's kind of how I'm envisioning it even now. Like even though it's after the Arnold, like it's.
Well, that's what the main thing for the Iron Man people you always talk about was the lighting and everything. Yes. So we could fit into that category. Go ahead, Ian. What'd you find?
We have Arnold South America, April 4th to 6th.
Oh yeah, okay.
and then we do have FIBO April 11th to 12th, and then Pittsburgh May 10, 11.
Is Arnold South America have open bodybuilding or no?
I'm only looking at the open bodybuilding schedule here.
Oh, okay.
Arnold South America, which is Tamer, and then there's then FIBO the next week.
Yeah. Okay, I got to plug those into the website so we can start doing some predictions on them.
Then too. Pittsburgh, New York, Cali, Legion, Toronto. Yeah. Cali is May 31st.
It's 2 weeks after New York.
Yeah, 1 week before Toronto. Yeah.
Oh, so
fucking jam-packed time of like fucking April, May. Hey, Jesus.
Yeah, April, May, into June.
Well, I think for 2027, and again, this is a question you have to ask and not for sure, but I wanted to have May 1st for 2027 because that way they're a week before Pittsburgh and we have that entire month is stacked.
Right.
So we can, I talked to a number of athletes that wanted to do our show, but they wanted it to be closer to May because they're either doing New York or they're doing California or they're doing something. So like I wanted to try and get into the May zone, but also Seth, like you said, if we can get that February 21st date and people really like having us as the first show of the year, that could be something we stick with.
Yeah.
That could be our kind of time. Like we're right before the Arnold, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that's why I was asking, like, what's after Detroit here? Because if you're that April timeline,
I know, but the problem with that, Seth, is they're all international shows, so it doesn't really help bodybuilders do our show.
No,
you know what I mean. If it was a couple American shows, then people would do the circuit, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think anybody's flying from Brazil to Detroit to do the show.
Yeah, and then to Germany,
or vice versa, and then to Germany, right? So it's
jet setter, bro.
Yeah. So anyway,
but
what? Go ahead.
No. We'll talk about it later.
I just wanted to put I kind of like filling people into like what we're doing. So I just kind of want to talk about it and see what you guys thought, but I don't know.
I think that the way that the way that you've positioned the show so far with the lighting, the black backdrop, and just continuing to push the athletes, especially with what we have planned this year with it. I think that it's just going to continue to compound to have that, because there isn't a show like it. And the Ironman had that, like, just the presentation of the physiques and looking at the pictures in the magazine. So to have a show like that, I think over time is just going to continue to build. Like last year was super cool. This year is going to be cooler. Following year, so I think that wherever it falls is best for athletes to continue to grow the show is most important.
And listen, for people watching, I also want to make this note. I just want to thank all of our sponsors, but mainly Merrick and Seth at Axe and Sledge and Just Work. You guys, both of our title sponsors, man. Support Merrick, support Axe and Sledge, and obviously Hostile. Cody and
Cody.
It won't give you any money.
It works on every website.
Literally every website.
Anywhere you use it.
Try it. Capital IAIN.
Nike.com. Ian.
Yeah. Cody. Assholes. Okay. I'm trying to say something nice. You gotta fucking ruin it. Okay.
Cody
on Seth's website as well. Ian, Seth, give him a code.
Yeah. Put codes on all your websites.
In there. I get all the commissions. It's great.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't need commission. Just put a code there. Just put codes on there. Everybody do it.
You just want people to wonder who Ian is. What the fuck is this Ian code all about?
It works everywhere. What the fuck?
The illustrious Ian code, you know.
Okay. This is kind of a sad one. It's going to ruin the mood, but I want to read it just in case. My first dog passed away last night. Sorry, Malcolm. That really sucks. Can you all share your favorite memories with your current or deceased pets? I've been remembering all the stuff my pup and I did for these past 25 years. Your dog was alive for 25 years.
25?
Awesome.
What?
Listen,
damn, what kind of dog did he have?
The one thing I will say, and this is going to sound, I don't know if it's going to sound shitty or not, but my dad passed at 80 years old. And my only saving grace so that I wasn't devastated was that he lived a full life and his kids grew into what he wanted, and he got to see all his kids grow up and be somewhat successful. I was probably the last one that was almost there. But anyway, so that was kind of my coping mechanism. And I would say the same. My personal advice is I would have the same thought process if my dog lived to 25 years old. That's wild. So I would just be happy that you got 25 years with him, if that's kind of what this is saying. So I don't know if anybody else has anything they want to input. I know, Ian, you just went through.
Yeah, it fucking sucks, man. Losing your pets fucking sucks. I mean, you know, I didn't obviously have mine for 25. So, I mean, it's different, but harder and easier in some ways. I mean, obviously you have 25 years with a dog. You're so connected that in a lot of ways makes it really fucking tough. So I definitely get that. You know, you've probably gone through a lot with that dog and had them be with you for like a lot of tough times to like kind of be that like non-judgmental little fucking fluffy idiot that you have at your side, you know? So yeah, it's tough, man. I mean, my condolences to you and losing your dog. I just did lose one. I know it fucking sucks. So, I mean, nothing makes it easier, unfortunately, you know?
Seth, you have any pets or ever had any pets that you lost?
Oh yeah. Growing up, we had pets. I mean, I'll you know, he asked for stories, so I'll bring an upbeat story that my dad owned a cabinet company for 44 years. Okay. So stress ball, like nonstop, just always a workaholic. He had an English bulldog. We had an English bulldog growing up. His name was Gus. He was a huge dickhead. My dad loved this dog. Loved this dog. Yeah. So this dog went everywhere with my dad to work. He fed it Egg McMuffins in the morning with my dad. My dad would get an Egg McMuffin. Gus would get an Egg McMuffin. Yeah. My dad would drink a whiskey at night. Gus would drink a whiskey at night.
No way.
Oh, this dude, this dog was like his fucking guy. Mm-hmm. So like, and the dog would get drunk certain times and run around the house and run into the couches, like just fucking all the way in.
Yeah.
And it was just a wild partnership that those two had. Yeah. And the set that Gus ended up passing, he died. We didn't know how he died.
Whiskey, maybe?
Until alcoholism. Alcoholism.
So
Cirrhosis.
Gus the dude was just a wild dog. So Gus ended up, he would, in the wintertime, he would finagle his way onto the pool deck and jump onto the pool and like slide around on the ice.
Right.
So my dad installed a new door, all these things to make sure Gus would never go up there.
Yeah.
Well, Gus found his way up there in the summertime and jumped in the pool and drowned because he couldn't fucking swim.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Gus was the fucking most entertaining animal we've ever had. And that story, like the companion that my dad had with him, the whole partnership was a riot.
Yeah.
But that fucking dog was.
Does that ever make you want to have a dog? Because you don't have a dog now. Does that make you want to?
Oh no, we don't have the time for a dog. I wish we did. Like I want a working dog very bad, like some type of
like
hunting dog,
like a German Shepherd or something.
No,
like a duck dog. Yeah.
Oh
yeah, like some type of
like
some type of bird dog.
Like a bird dog.
Yeah, lab retriever, something like that.
Yeah.
But we just don't have the time, so we don't have the environment that's conducive for an animal to live in. It'd be pent up too much. But yeah, one day when I retire.
Mike, anything? I know you have 3 dogs. I don't know if you've lost any in the past that you want to talk about or anything.
Yeah, I mean, I've lost dogs. So I don't. There's no real way to cope with that, as everyone knows. But it's just like understanding that you guys have seen me with my dogs. I'm retarded with my dogs, so I'm way too close to them, and I love them way too much. So it's like there's nothing you can say to someone to make them feel better other than the fact that you gave that dog a good life and they contributed to your life. And I truly believe like the spirit of a dog travels on into the next dog you own.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're ever gone. They're always with you. So
it's funny you said that actually, because my current lab is identical to my last lab. And I know you'd say, oh, it's the same breed. That's why. But it's like, it's crazy. The fucking like similarities in everything, their personality, everything. So.
Well, they take on your personality as well, right? So
don't say
they're
that.
coming to. No, but they're coming. They know how to interact with you on a level that you interact with them. So
Paul's laughing because he knows how fucked up my dogs are.
Very, very right, Mike.
Thoughts on Halo in a prep stack?
Cool.
Prepare to get arrested.
Yeah, I didn't really feel like it did that much. I used to do it the last 2 or 3 weeks. I didn't really feel like it changed my physique that much.
I found where its value came in was less in terms of changing your physique and more in terms of when food gets low and energy gets low. It did give you a little bit of fucking oomph in the nuts to get you
in the gym. Yeah,
in the gym for those last few weeks. And
a lot of jujitsu guys like Halo.
Really?
I love it. Before they do jujitsu comps,
with their anger,
they get fucking jacked up on it.
Yeah, same with power lifters, strongmen. So, and I put huge stock into like keeping performance as high as possible, being like the biggest driving factor for like maintaining tissue into a prep. When guys really have a big reduction in strength, like massive reductions, I think that's usually when their looks are the most diminished. So I think if you can keep your training at, a little slightly higher level from a little bit of Halo, I think it can be valuable. Yeah.
I have an interesting question. Actually, I got asked in my solo Q&A that I'm curious what you guys would say. Paul, you can start. Who out of active pro bodybuilders would you have coach you?
Out of active pro bodybuilders have coach me?
If you were a competitor and you want to get on stage and you want to get to the Olympia, what active pro would you have coach you?
I love John Jewett.
Wait, sorry, that was the one caveat. You can't pick John Jewett. No, it said it in the question. It's like
that's who I'd picked initially too.
Yeah. It said other than J3, who would you pick to be your coach as an active bodybuilder?
Fuck.
Because somebody after said Ian, and I was like, yeah, I would pick Ian, but he's not active right now. He's retired.
Right. Yeah.
I was a little offended when you didn't throw me in there at all.
You're retired.
I am retired.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody coaches anymore, do they, out of active pros?
Listen, just pick somebody.
Okay, Samson.
It's like pick the first name that came to mind.
I like Samson.
Okay. Seth?
I watched it. Really great Q&A, by the way. It was a good listen.
It was a good one. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a great listen. I was as you were saying it, I was going through it, and just because of similar in stature and physique, I'd probably go with Lunsford.
Okay.
Just because like his dieting, the way he diets, the way he looks, the way he trains, like I was like, I'd probably go with him. Obviously John would probably be the first go-to, but with him not being there, I'd probably go with Derek. Yeah, probably who I'd go with.
I'd pick Hottie just because it would be fucking hilarious.
Make you do nine plate shrugs.
Yeah.
Just call you pussy.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'm just taking Hottie for the shits. I can coach myself, so I'll just take Hottie at the fun, you know?
you just don't listen to him. You just do whatever you want.
Yeah. Let's just train together, man. Like, come on, you know?
Mike?
Bob Cicherillo.
Okay. Perfect.
Great pick.
Fuck yeah.
Has Paul bought his custom race shoes yet?
My what?
Custom race shoes. Custom race
Track spikes.
Oh, race shoes.
Yeah.
No, not yet.
No, not yet. Okay. Anyone have best pre-workouts for someone with high caffeine tolerance? Hostility, amped. I got it. Codeine.
Raw codeine. Savage codeine. Super savage
Actually,
codeine.
Seth, you guys have a fucking really stupid one, don't you? It's called like "Don't Be a Pussy" or something like that.
It's called DBAP.
Yeah.
I don't even sample it.
Don't you have like 800 milligrams of caffeine or some shit in
there? 550.
Oh, wait, I think we have close to that. I think we have like 500 or something like that.
We have one with 4 of base caffeine, then a little more, but none over 5.
Yeah. Okay.
It's illegal in 7 countries.
so is ours.
On the label.
We can't sell it anywhere. It's only American. You motherfuckers
I have this tub of pre that when I was with ANS, one of the guys that was like one of our sales guys or something had like made just as like a small batch for him and his boys that has like so much stims is outrageous. I think one scoop of it has 50 milligrams of ephedrine in it and like 1,3-dimethyl, like 400 milligrams of caffeine. And it's like a micro scoop. Like the scoop is so small. Yeah. It tastes like absolute rat piss, like orange rat piss. And it's the fucking strongest thing you've ever taken in your life.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I think I still have, because he gave me a whole case of it. So I like doled off some to my friends, and most of them would take it a couple times. Like, yo, I can't take this shit. Fuck that. You know,
when our
no pump ingredients.
Our amped pre-workout is a 2 scoop, and me and Paul will sit there. You know, me and Paul sit there for like half an hour sometimes talking before we actually start training. We just sip on our pre-workouts. The first time I took amped, we sat there and I took 1 scoop, not 2. And I just started fucking like, I got like cold sweats and shit. And I started like shivering. I'm like, dude, we better fucking train. I'm like, I'm feeling anxious. Like, we need to,
I get cold on that shit. And then all of a sudden, about 30 minutes into the workout, I'm sweating my balls off.
Raw used to make a pre-workout that had just only 75 milligrams of caffeine, but then had a few milligrams of yohimbine in it. And that I actually really liked. It had like 3 or 4 milligrams or 2 milligrams or 4 milligrams maybe of yohimbine, but like 75 milligrams of caffeine. It like never made me feel fucked up. We don't make that one anymore, but I really like that. The original raw pre.
Well, Amped has
yohimbine. Yeah. Okay. Can Seth tell us another hunting story? It's kind of random.
They're long.
Shot an animal.
Yeah, I killed things. Hunting stories are usually long, but I mean, that's the thing that I realized about what's fun about hunting. It's the stories.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you haven't eaten a live heart yet. That I'm a little disappointed to hear.
No,
wait, live heart? How could you eat a live heart?
Well, you know, like right after you shoot an animal, still beating a little bit.
But it's
rip it out and fucking take a bite. Like,
I've eaten them like the night I shot it. Like shot it, went home and ate it.
Did you cook it or did you just eat it? Like,
I've eaten a chunk raw. I've eaten a full thing whole.
Wait, you take a bite out of it?
That's what I want to know. Did you actually grab the heart and take a bite?
Like an apple?
No, I've never.
That's what I want you guys to tell me.
I don't know. Don't know if Seth's done that. I ate buck nuts this year.
Did you? I haven't eaten.
Dan Saladino was
They're
on my podcast.
So good.
Swore they were delicious.
They're fucking. I'm not even kidding. Like,
sorry to God, Paul.
No, I'm not even kidding. Like, as if good for game things. Like, good as if you were served this at a 5-star restaurant, you would be happy with it.
Really? Like,
we took them. Like
chicken, cook them in butter.
Like, no, they're like butter. They taste like the texture of them is not chewy or meaty. It's like buttery. It's like soft, super soft.
Paul's face.
No, Paul.
That's exactly like my nuts. My nuts are just like that.
If I served them to you, Paul, and didn't tell you what it was, you would think it's amazing. We took them. The hardest thing, honestly, is getting them out of the fucking nut sack is hard. Sorry, go ahead, Fouad.
You missed what he said.
What?
He said it's like butter with sperm.
No, that's why they're so buttery. There's sperm in there.
You take them and then you toss them in like flour and then seasoning, like so they're like breaded almost a little bit, and then you just like flash fry them in oil, so they're little balls, and they were so good.
Was it who was it? Was it Dan Saladino or was it the Liver King? I saw do that. They took the nut and they sliced it into like.
That's what we did, into little pieces.
And then they floured it and cooked it. Yeah,
that's exactly what we did.
Yeah. Well, you cut the nuts up. It's not just a whole nut.
No. Yeah, you cut them into like
you eat it like an apple, Paul. You just grab it.
How big is the nut?
It's
like I don't know. No, they're not that big. They're maybe double the size of a human's.
Really? That's not. I think what I saw on TV was
no.
bigger.
I mean, a deer isn't fucking 500 pounds.
No, it might have been. It might have been bull nuts. I don't remember what they were eating. But
No, if you get like bull testicles and stuff, they get pretty big. But they were like, no, they were like like this kind of size. Like, yeah,
Paul,
maybe a little smaller than that.
Paul, would you eat that?
Would you eat that? No.
Wait, but would you not eat it because you think it would make you gay, or would you not eat it?
Well, a little bit. I don't want.
It's the manliest thing you can do, Paul, is kill a fucking animal and eat his goddamn balls.
You know what? You know what lions do when they kill another male? They fucking rip its nuts off.
Yeah,
and eat them.
Eat it though, or just a fucking.
No, they totally they emasculate the other man. They like the other male. They will literally go for its nuts and fucking rip them off.
But do they eat them too?
I don't know if they swallow them. I just know they fucking bite them off.
Either way, Paul, you're getting nuts in your mouth, okay?
Yeah. and they're going to explode with sperm.
Yeah.
As soon as you bite into them.
It's surprising though when you're trying to get them out of like the little like cocoon inside the sack. You're trying to get it out. It's like trying to cut fucking like I don't even know like hard plasticky leather. Like the knife we were doing it could barely cut it with. It was actually really hard to get out. And then you kind of like slime them out of it. You know.
Can I tell you what I love about these stories? When you get like weird like this, Paul's attention span goes way higher.
Yeah.
It's really like
my interest.
He's really inquisitive about it. Like, what's it taste like? How does it look like?
How are you not gagging off that thought?
I know.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't know.
Like maybe I like nuts.
Maybe deer nuts aren't so bad. I don't know, but I don't know. But when you like, this is not the same to me as like hearing about fingernails.
They're good.
He's gonna gag again right now.
Yeah. We'll save some.
First, you sent me that video, that jar of fingernails, Mike. It fucked me up. I got that in my head.
That's pretty wild.
Okay, Allison asks, and this is obviously, I don't know if there's an answer to this, but best foods for a good pump the next day.
Salt,
carbs,
dozen donuts, easy.
Okay.
10 pounds of McDonald's French fries.
But I will tell you, the one thing I like about this question is she said the next day.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people think like the food you eat today is going to help with
like
your
right
workout.
before a workout. Yeah.
Yeah. And you see people I see people at the gym with like a granola bar while they're like pumping up. I'm like, that's not.
I watched a kid eat cream of rice today before he started squatting, like on the bench.
No, that's so horrible. That's just sitting in your fucking.
I would always get a sick pump when I would do like there was a while when I was prepping when I was doing like cheat meals like earlier in my career.
The day before.
And the day before, like that night I would go out and like have a fucking McDonald's, like, eat like 6 double cheeseburgers and like 2 large fries, the fucking apple pie and all this shit. And my pumps the next day would be outrageous. Like salt, fat, carbs,
All through my 20s, Sunday would be a fucking total shit day. And then Monday would be legs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'd have the craziest fucking pumps because I'd be.
So that's a waste. That's a waste to me.
What's a waste?
Trying to get a pump on leg day. I don't care about leg pumps. I want to get like a fucking chest pump or an arm
pump. That's because you want to look good. I was trying to win.
Yeah, my legs were good enough. I had good legs. Unlike you. So
I had better legs than you did.
No,
come on.
Let's be serious here.
Your legs were very long and straight. My legs were very round and bubbly.
No, with sweeping, big, separated quads.
Tomorrow on Instagram, I am going to post a side-by-side of
you're going to pick like my worst picture. Pull up like a Texas Pro of my quads. I'm going to fucking destroy
I'm going to doctor it.
Not even close. Look, you probably had better calves than me later in my career.
Not even close? Fuck you. It's for sure close.
Of course it's close. But not even close.
Not even close.
Second place at the Arnold here.
No slouch,
Are you gay? I don't want to do these. Are you gay?
No, sorry.
What? Yeah. What?
Is Paul still training for the race? Doesn't seem like it.
No.
I'm still training. I've been doing cardio. I just changed up my cardio a little bit.
To what?
Tell him where you go.
Let's talk about
Tell him who gave you the advice. That's funny. You have the resources that Paul has, and then he takes advice from a banker.
Who told him? What did he tell you to do?
He's got a friend that's a banker. He's like, can you tell me what cardio to do? I'm like, you literally have access to like the best coaches in the world, the best bodybuilders on earth, and you call your banker friend.
Okay, so what?
Why twisting everything to make you sound stupid? Okay.
No, I know.
That's all my banker.
That's the truth.
Banker.
No, he's not a banker. One of your good friends is a
One
banker.
of my good friends is a financial advisor. He's also someone who just finished a high rocks competition. So he was telling me. So I asked him what he did to train for that. So he told me. And then I said, well, I'm trying to get in better cardio shape. What do you think I should do right now? Because I'm kind of getting frustrated with the running because it hurts. And then he just gave me some advice. So I ran that advice by Fouad. I got called an idiot for 20 minutes. And then now we're on a podcast.
That's not what I said.
We're on a podcast.
That's not what I said.
I want to know what the advice is.
One second. Can I just preface this?
Yeah.
The first thing I said was you have access to the best bodybuilding physique minds in the
but
world.
they don't know anything about getting better at running.
Hold on a minute. But you do. So I would call Ian before I called.
Yeah, but he's my competition. Fuck him. I'm not helping him.
Okay.
But I didn't call him for this advice. We were having breakfast together, and he told me he just finished a high rock.
Wait, you were having breakfast with a man? Just the two of you?
Oh my God, Paul.
You know what Ian thinks?
I like breakfast. You know I love breakfast. Ian, you and I had breakfast a couple times.
Yeah, but we were working. Were you working with this guy?
We could have ate in our rooms.
No, were you working? Or did you like text each other, hey, you want to go get breakfast together?
That's exactly what we did. Yeah.
Oh my God, Paul.
There's nothing gay about that. It's two men having breakfast.
This guy won't eat the nuts of a fucking animal you just killed with your bare hands, but he'll fucking have breakfast with another adult man.
There's nothing gay about that. It's just male bonding time.
Yeah, that's fucking gay.
Sure is.
Over food. That's not gay.
Okay, so what's the advice? What's the advice that he gave you? Let's work.
He was like, why don't you start with doing this? He's like, he's like, just walk on a treadmill at a fast pace, try to build your incline up. So he's like, a good place, maybe a good goal for you would be try to get up to about 3 miles per hour at a 10% incline. And if that becomes easy, add a weight vest. He's like, in addition to that, do some assault bike work, some hit training on there. He thought that'd be a good place for me to start.
Okay, so wait, are you trying to get faster to run a 40, or are you trying to make your cardio better? You're just trying to make your cardio better.
Well, I'm also trying to build,
because that's not going to make you faster, but that will make your cardio better. It certainly won't make you faster.
I'm also just trying to condition my legs to doing more athletic movements.
Yeah.
Because right now I'm very stiff and non-athletic.
Yeah. Well, I think you need a fuckload of massage work and therapy, to be honest. But yeah.
Not wrong.
Fucking
Not wrong.
Burst the balloon.
Yeah, I don't think adding more stress is going to make you more mobile. I think you need to fucking break through that shit.
That sounds familiar. Okay.
Yeah, Pilates.
Let's move on. Fuck, marry, kill, donuts, muffins, cinnamon rolls.
Whoa.
Seth, you go first.
Fuck, marry, kill, donuts,
muffins, cinnamon rolls.
I'm marrying muffins and fucking cinnamon rolls, and I'm killing donuts.
Really?
Wow. This is probably one of the toughest.
You know what? Can I tell you what's really weird? I probably opt for muffins more often than any of the other baked goods. So I'm thinking I'm going to marry muffins.
Yeah, solid.
But I do fuck donuts. I don't get them a lot, but when I get them, I get them.
I don't fuck with donuts. I love cinnamon rolls.
Cinnamon rolls are you fuck cinnamon rolls for sure.
Yeah, that's a tough one for me.
Yeah, I'm fucking cinnamon
Mike,
rolls.
You're a slob like I am. What are you? Donuts?
Thank you. I knew you'd come to me. I was wondering when you'd say that. But I'd marry muffins. Fuck donuts, kill cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that. I think cinnamon rolls are really good, but they're very sparse.
I can't eat them a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I could do without them.
Paul?
I'm definitely going to marry cinnamon rolls because I love cinnamon flavor.
What if you got a cinnamon flavored donut?
Yeah, what if you got a cinnamon muffin?
I'm going to fuck donuts because it's got a natural hole in it. And I'm going
you're not physically fucking the donut.
I'm literally going to fuck the donut.
And then I'm going to eat it.
And I'm gonna kill muffins because I could do without muffins.
Yeah,
really? But you eat muffins all the time.
Yeah, because it's more of a opportunistic something that I'll eat.
Healthier.
Bro.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
When we go to Tim Hortons, you don't order donuts. You order muffins.
I do because I think it's a little bit healthier than a donut.
No, it's not.
No.
Not even close.
No.
What? No. That's your fucking reasoning? Oh my
They're
god!
baked instead of fried.
Yeah, right.
It's fried shit instead of baked shit.
Yeah.
All right. Is finishing at the same time as the misses a top 3 feeling a man can have? I don't know. Top three is pretty big. I mean, sex in general is probably one of the top feelings, but I don't know if like
It's up there.
Not necessary.
it's not necessary, Paul. You're like, I don't really care if she finishes. As long as
Okay.
as long
What's
as I-
that mean?
as long as-
Yeah, I'd rather
as long
get
as I-
I'd rather get her over with and taken care of, and then deal with me.
That's not what I meant.
Paul's like, as long as I finish, I don't care.
No, I meant the opposite, actually. It's
I was
not.
like, my wife's never finished her life.
Didn't know she started.
I'm not a caveman, okay? I'm not a caveman, okay? I meant the opposite, actually. I told me we're going to come first, and then, I follow up a few minutes later.
So you don't think there's any value in finishing together?
It's too hard to time.
Does,
Man.
but
It's
good luck
hard
getting
to time.
that down.
What?
Good luck getting that timing down.
It's
Yeah.
not that hard.
No, it's hard.
I think so.
It is. It's a science.
No, I can't.
Can't you hold your shit like a little bit while you work it, and then like let it go when you're ready?
I got to get to a certain RPM. And then when I get to a certain RPM and I'm cruising,
What's
Can't
a
get
certain,
too
what's
hot
a
either.
certain,
If
what's
it
a
gets
certain
too
RPM?
hot.
What's a certain RPM? What does that mean?
I got to get to a certain rhythm.
So
And
you
then
for
once
you-
I make-
for
and then
you to
I-
bust
that
a nut?
rhythm-
Show us the speed. Stand up and show
yeah,
us.
do this,
It's probably not that fast,
do
Mike.
this.
It
Is
feels-
it
It
Like
feels
this.
to me like it's.
is it
feels
like
to me
this or is
Are
it
you
like
are you jackhammering?
Yeah. It feels
like
to me
this.
like it's hypersonic, but it's probably like a slow pump.
feels like
You
I'm
think
going
you're
really
you
fast?
think you're a woodpecker, and it's like just a chicken. Like
Well, it's a gradual though build, eh? Like it's going to start.
Oh, you crescendo it, eh?
If I definitely crescendo, that I lead to a denouement.
He's like, do
I get the climax. of the denouement.
you mom.
Oh, interesting. Seth, is it a top 3 feeling a guy can have?
I tell you what, whenever you're in the moment, like it is a top feeling. I will say it's up there.
What are the
In my
top? What are other top 3 feelings in life?
drugs.
MDMA.
No.
Being really high.
Yeah.
The first time you do M in your life. Oh,
The first dart you smoke after you rip a big line,
yeah, and you let that simultaneous gag out.
That first one, you're like, oh fuck, that's the best.
Oh my
Like, I
god!
gotta take a
You all
shit.
know what I'm saying. Shut up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, sure.
Ripping a line, then taking a dump. Name something better.
Oh, yeah.
I want to hear it.
That should come with.
All right. We'll do one or two more. Is it better to play it safe or go all in on life? I don't think anybody here played it safe.
I played it safe.
Paul kind of played it safe.
I don't like all
Yeah,
that
Paul
stuff.
played it too.
Is that bad, Paul?
But
You feel like you have a little bit of buyer's remorse?
No. No. I mean, I probably missed out on some experiences in life because of my, playing it safe. But I don't know.
I don't think you played it that safe. You kind of did, but not in other ways.
I played it safe in some ways for sure. Yeah.
The only way I think you played it safe is career.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure.
But not in every other way.
No, but definitely career. I needed to have that security.
Yeah. Okay. Your top 5 potato chip flavors.
Ooh,
The Americans are going to laugh at me here.
one.
Ketchup is one for me.
Really?
Does
What about-
Doritos count?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, that counts.
Yeah.
Doritos
Definitely.
Ranch is fucking
Doritos
goat
Cool
tier.
Ranch, Doritos
Oh,
dill
yeah.
pickle.
Doritos mixed Cool Ranch with dill pickle.
Yeah, but if
I
you
mean,
have to,
even
like,
just Doritos like OG fucking nacho cheese is like
That's,
goated
that's
too.
my
I don't
number
know.
one.
I don't know if I would put that in my top 5.
I
I'm
would.
a Cool Ranch guy.
I like dill pickle. Dill pickle
Jalapeno
chips.
cheddar.
Would you say
You know what I think is
I do.
jalapeno cheddar, Paul?
Yep.
Okay,
I was
I
just
think
going to say the sour cream and cheddar is another one that's up there.
yeah.
pretty good. There's
Super
sour-
underrated chip too is fucking Sun chips.
Oh, yes.
No, they always feel like they're
The
healthy.
salsa one, garden salsa.
They're just fucking good. Like no one talks about these, but you actually eat a Sun chip, you're like, fuck, this is good.
I
They're
think
like
it's the-
crunchy.
I
Their
think
flavor's
it's-
great.
I think it's the bag.
Yeah, their marketing sucks.
Yeah,
But they're
It is
trying to
good.
market it as healthier, which probably works to some populace, but like that's not the people eating chips. People eating chips are fat fucking gluttons.
Right.
We don't care about it being healthier, you know?
What do you guys think of that Maui onion flavor? The sweet Maui onion?
I've never seen
had
it.
Never tried that.
Oh,
What brand?
no?
What brand?
Fuck. It is like it's a kettle cook.
A kettle chip.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a kettle cooked chip, but I can't remember the brand name. But it's like a sweet oniony flavor. It's pretty fire.
Do you guys have Miss Vicky's chips down there?
Yeah, they're similar to chips.
Some spots.
Have you tried Takis?
I don't like Takis.
They're hot though. No,
Some are, not all. Some.
Oh,
Some.
I've only seen the hot ones. I haven't seen anything else.
You know what I like about them? They're like even the ones that aren't hot, they got so much flavor to them that after like a couple handfuls, you're like, okay, that's enough.
I
It
fuck
fucks
with
with my tongue.
Yeah.
What's
Too
that?
I fuck with a flaming hot Cheeto pretty hard too.
I can't do anything hot. I'm not a big fan.
No.
Mike,
I wanna
you said
melt
dill
my
pickle.
face.
What else?
I like Ruffles sour cream and onion.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Sour cream and onions.
I'm a fucking big Pringles fan too.
Yeah.
Really?
Pringles pizza flavor.
The mechanically like separated like consistency of them, I don't like love as much, but they're still great. I would fucking eat a can.
I can mow through 3 cans of those fucking chips while I'm watching a movie.
You're not surprising me with that statement.
How is my appetite still this fucking big? I'm 46 years old.
Yeah, mine sucks compared to yours.
Dude, I still eat when like I'm 25 for fuck's sakes. What the fuck, man?
Do you prefer regular cooks over the kettle cooks, or do you like kettle cooks more?
When I'm trying to be healthy, I eat kettle chips.
I feel like I'm going to hurt myself on kettle chips.
Yeah, they're a little bit. Yeah, they're a little hard.
Yeah, they're a little too much on the teeth sometimes.
Yeah. You eat a whole bag of kettle chips, you get a little bit fucked up in the mouth.
Yeah, the roof of your mouth fucked up.
Yeah. All right. Last one. Every tip for flying to a contest to keep all your variables. No, come on. Would Andrew Jack take first had he jumped into Detroit this year? I mean, it would stand to reason placing-wise.
Yes.
Compare photos of your most full-blown peak off-season looks. Do you guys have them online?
No.
This might be fun.
Yeah, Paul, where's your... I want to see Paul full-blown off.
There's not really many
All
pictures.
Fouad's videos. Fouad's old videos.
Fat Paul Lauzon.
Fat Paul Lauzon.
Nope, nothing. How about just Paul Lauzon?
If you put Paul Lauzon bodybuilder.
Yeah. Upper echelon bodybuilder.
Yeah, elite.
This one?
That one.
Where's your arm? Has your arm always been that fucked up? Jesus Christ. Your bicep is gone.
This one?
Me God.
Where's your
Did
shoulders?
you carrot?
What happened to your shoulders here?
They're there. It's the backdrop that fucked with them.
That must be it. Sure.
The shoulder eating backdrop.
Look how straight your legs are. Look. He's not looking. He's not looking.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
What about it? Yeah, that looks sick. I look great there.
Like these are legs, dude. Look how thick these motherfuckers are.
You look skinny as fuck. What are you talking about?
What are you?
My legs looked so much bigger in that
Look
picture
at
you
this
just showed.
physique. Look at this physique.
Yeah, this is when you were young and still aesthetic.
I can't find any other pictures of Paul.
Check out your old YouTube videos for that.
I'm not going to go through fucking YouTube.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
I sent you a funny one on Instagram.
Seth Feroce, bodybuilder, off season. Look at this guy's. Oh, here's one.
Here's a fat one.
There you go.
Guest posing at our show?
Guest posing. That's not. Is that our show?
No, that was, we never had trophies.
No, he's too young here. I don't think that was our show yet.
Oh, he guest posed at your show
Twice.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Fouad and Seth guest posed 1 year.
Yeah, we guest posed together. I think that's the only one, Seth.
There, middle.
Where?
Yeah, right in the middle of that one.
Down one row and left.
There
you go.
That's not
Yeah.
fat.
Yeah.
Well, that's off season.
Full-blown.
Come on, guys. I'll show you fat.
Well, yeah, you're just fat. Yeah.
Wait.
Where his tits and his stomach blend into one.
Where is this? Look at this one. This is the first time I hit 300 pounds. Look at how fat I
Oh,
am.
that's not bad. Oh, that's not even bad.
That was the first time I hit 300. I think I was like, I don't know, 25 or something. I don't remember. There's got to be a fatter one though. 1 second.
Those old central locker room.
I guess pose at a couple shows. I couldn't understand why anybody was cheering. I was so fat.
That happens sometimes.
Maybe if I type in guest posing.
Oh, look at you in the cage right there.
Where?
Down to the. You have a shirt on.
This is the full. This is the full 300 pounds. That's the fat.
Yeah, left side, middle,
Where?
up and left.
Up, right there.
Yeah, no, down one.
Yeah, that's a fat.
That's thick in there.
I got a hot dog.
Look at that neck
That's
roll.
thick in there. Big as fuck.
Hot dog neck.
Yeah.
That's a fat off-season.
Ooh,
fucking.
That's a big boy.
Let me see here.
Look at them. The traps into that neck.
Guest posing. Oh yeah, these are fat. This one.
No, that ain't bad.
There's Paul.
Where?
He's holding the pump-up towel for you in a suit.
Oh, this one. Yeah.
In a suit.
You know, jacked he looks though. He's fucking huge.
That's not me.
That's not you.
No, I wouldn't wear a suit.
That's not you. Who
It
the
looked
fuck
like
is
you.
that?
Maybe it was.
Maybe if I just
That's
type in.
you.
That's not me. Maybe it was.
I don't know. Maybe I wasn't as fat as I thought. Or I just can't find them. I'm sure somebody watching will find them. Ian, have you ever been fat?
I sent you one on Instagram into your DM. I'm not even that fat in it, but it looks funny. My face it's a hilarious picture. I'm sure you've seen it before.
Well, if you're not fat in it, then what the fuck?
I'm fat for me for sure, but like I have a tank top on, but you'll see.
Yeah,
There's some cheeks.
Oh, yeah.
It's not.
Oh, fuck those arms.
That's the fattest I ever was.
That's the fattest
That's
you
a
ever
big-
got?
Really?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, but that's not even bad. It was just your
No.
cheeks were puffy.
Your face
Were
was
you
giant.
And I had no
Anecdotes
facial
at that
hair
time?
and a shaved head. That was a bad look.
Yeah.
Was I what? Sorry?
Anadraws, D-ball, anything like that at that point?
No, I don't think so.
No, really.
Is there any
Lot of food.
fat ones here? Let's see. What if
Oh,
I
the
type-
bottom right.
Where?
There.
That's
Yeah.
not
No,
fat.
right, far right.
Oh, far right.
Right.
This one,
Down.
this one.
There.
Yeah.
That's not fat. It's just.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh no,
that's
there
not
you go.
fat.
There you
that
go.
one.
That's
Oh
one.
my god.
Yeah.
That looks like a Trey Brewer for fuck's
That's
sake.
not even edited. That's not even edited too. That's the same day as the one that's the front double. I'm staying in the exact same spot.
Holy shit.
Big.
Yeah.
How old are you
big.
here? How old are you here?
Probably 27.
See, that's why you got huge because of that fucking off-season.
Well, I was actually still reasonably lean. It's just I was like 298 or 300 pounds there.
Yeah, but that's whenever you're eating fucking 5, 6, 7,000 calories a day, and you're just thick.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Look at that. Fuck.
I remember
How
taking
much
this
you weigh
picture
there?
and then going to Melissa and be like, oh my God, look at this shit. What the fuck?
That's the only
Would-
one.
Yeah, that was probably I was definitely been bigger than this in my life, but that was probably like the most ridiculous picture like that I ever took.
Crazy shit. All right. Should we end it there or do one more?
Do one more.
Come on.
All right. We'll do one more. Let's see. I'm going to do an eeny, meeny, miny, mo. That never works out, but we'll try it. Has anyone on the podcast used a slingshot to help alleviate shoulder pain? Anybody want to answer that really quickly?
I've never used one.
Never used one. What's Paul's skincare routine?
Currently?
Soap and water?
Nope. Currently?
Yeah.
Barred soap and water.
Just
I
water.
use a special face wash.
What is it?
What is it?
What is it?
Do you use an exfoliant?
I do exfoliate Mike, but not in the face.
I don't believe you at all.
What the
do you
fuck?
wait, what do you exfoliate then? Your balls?
I exfoliate my back and the rest of my body.
Your back? How do you do your back?
I got a exfoliating.
Oh,
why
okay,
don't you,
like that.
why don't you exfoliate your face though?
Well, okay, let me clarify. Sometimes I don't always do this, but sometimes I use an exfoliant wash that has like little things in it that exfoliate, like
Yeah.
little
Micro beads.
Yeah, my
yeah, yeah. I like that stuff. I don't have any right now, though. I need some more. The stuff I have right now doesn't have that kind of stuff in it.
So that's your
Okay.
skincare routine.
Oh no. Then so after showering, then as you know, I dry myself off partially. And then I got this new stuff right now. I ran out of Cess Moroccan oil. I was really using. I was using that every day for a while. Now I got this other stuff. Sorry,
I re-upped on that. I'm keeping the Moroccan oil going. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I got to get some more. I was at the barber shop and I got this other stuff for now. This stuff is just like a beard face oil.
Okay, that's pretty intense. I thought you were.
And then sometimes I put a little bit of moisturizer on my body too. Not always, but sometimes.
I didn't know you were this.
Well, I haven't always been Fouad. This is more of a
metro phenomenon. About it.
Well, do you not have any kind of skincare routine, Fouad, or no?
No, I'm Mediterranean. I got great skin.
Wait, are you technically Mediterranean?
Yes, I'm Lebanese. No. That's Mediterranean.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Is that Mediterranean?
We're literally on the Mediterranean.
Yeah, literally, yeah. When
like
I think of Mediterranean...
are you sure, though? Come on.
Mediterranean, I always think like Greece, Croatia.
Yeah,
like
Greece is 2 countries over. Not
two
even,
countries over, yeah.
It's not even... I think it's 1 country over. I don't remember. No, I think there's something in between us.
Geography time.
There's something in between us. But anyway, I'm on the coast of the Mediterranean.
Yeah.
Paul's still thinking about it.
He's like, you sure about that?
Just picturing the region.
It's on the fucking coast, man.
Pull up the map.
Like Israel's Mediterranean too. You know that, right?
Oh yeah. No, I didn't know that.
They're also on the coast. I thought you were the geography guy.
Yeah. Their borders have changed.
Like Egypt, Mediterranean, Morocco.
Their borders have changed.
Yeah, the borders didn't change towards the water.
It was 1,000 miles inland. Now it's all the Mediterranean.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
All right. Let's.
You guys been watching anything good lately? I'm fucking running out of shit to watch here.
Me too.
Let's wrap it with this. What's anybody watching that's good right now?
I just watched that new Charles Manson documentary about the.
I saw that. Is it good?
It was good with the link with MK Ultra.
It didn't seem like you said it was kind of like it was good. Like, eh.
You know what? It kind of started a little bit like that. It was kind of all over the place at first, and then as the documentary went on, it kind of tied things together. I thought.
You know what? I actually been watching that I've watched before, but I don't care. Is 30 for 30s.
Oh, those are great. I was looking for one last night. I couldn't find.
I love those fucking. They're all on Disney. They just.
I know, but I know. I gotta get.
They're fucking awesome. But no, Seth. Anything new you watched that's good?
I started watching that Prime Target on Apple TV.
Mm-hmm.
I watched a couple episodes. I think it's going to be a builder. I think it's a little different. I don't think it's like a crazy exciting show. At least everything I've read online about it. But that was the only one.
Oh, 1923 came out with a new season.
Oh yeah. It's right episode by episode right now though.
Yeah. I finished the first 2. What was the one? Mike, anything new? There was something else I saw.
Paradise is over.
It just finished. It's done now.
I gotta watch
fucking good though.
That was really good.
Yeah, it was a great show.
Yeah, there's a shortage of fucking good movies. Oh, that's what I saw. I watched the Mark Wahlberg movie yesterday, the one where he's a pilot or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's fucking so bad.
It looks awful.
I watched the one with Gerard Butler called Plane.
I like that one. That's all right.
That was decent. Where they get on that fucking island with the guerrilla warfare motherfuckers. Yeah, that was decent.
Yeah, the Mark Wahlberg one though, I paid $25 to rent it. I'm like,
oh
fuck,
really bad.
You need a box. You need a box.
I know. I'm like the only guy still paying for movies. Okay, no good movies. Nothing. No good shows.
Captain. That was good.
Huh?
The new Captain America. Oh, that was good.
Yeah, I saw that. It was all right.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. I've been watching the new Daredevil. That's like one of those Marvel shows. Has a new season.
Saw that. Is that good?
It's actually pretty good. It's not even a new season because it's technically a new show. This is season 1 of this show, but yeah, I mean, there's some. I don't want to
just find it odd how they don't explain the backstory at all. Like
of
they
which
don't
part?
explain like everyone like people know how he sees and how he gets around, but like they don't talk about it in the series at all. Like he's just like
maybe
a blind guy.
maybe they're doing
That's
it
a superpower,
like,
bro.
Maybe they're doing it like other shows where they go backwards as you watch the series.
Well, it's not really doing that, but yeah, no, I mean it's because they already did a few seasons of the other Daredevil, and then this is like the new one, but it's pretty good. It's like, good show.
Right.
And I think Punisher is going to be in it too. I think they did a little fucking sneak peek of that. Yeah,
I'm waiting for that. It's coming back out.
Yeah. So I think this is how they're trying to tie these together. They're giving a little bit here, and then they'll release that after.
All right, let's wrap till next week.
Okay, guys.
Anybody, Paul? You want to?
Paul, yep.
You said you were going to. You're going to study
Kick my tip.
study Seth's prayer last week and give us something good. Well, Seth gave you a nice example last week of a real prayer. So we thought you would, you said you were going to try and emulate.
He looks nervous. He actually looks nervous right now.
I do get nervous. Yeah,
he's like
every week after week.
Oh no, this is your job.
Yeah, I know.
I feel better after you give a prayer, Paul. Just so you know, like it is from your heart.
I'm grateful that my anxiety leaves some happiness for you. Seth.
I feel nothing when you give a prayer.
I know you don't.
I feel laughter, but I'm not like
just let your feelings out, man. Let us know what happened this week.
Yes.
That's not easy for me, Mike, but I'm going to give it a shot.
Paul's specialty is being emotional.
Think about fingernails. Fingernails the whole time.
Yeah. No.
I'm listen to him, Paul.
All right. See what I come up with here. Those bow our heads. Dear leader, on this evening, I'm thankful for these talks. They do a lot for me. I probably get more out of these talks than I do out of talks with my therapist, who I'm going to get rid of soon and get a new one because I don't really like the guy. It's not really going in the direction that I was hoping it would go. I guess tonight's theme is really I like doing these podcasts. I like talking to you guys. That's about it.
Me too, Paul. Amen.
You know what? So do we, Paul.
Bro.
Amen.
So do we, Paul. That was awesome.
What do you need a therapist for? You have us. Dude.
I know.
Right
That's
here, man.
That's what Fouad tells me too. It's like, get rid of the fucking guy. He's like, you don't need that.
All right, boys. We'll see you next week.
All right.
See you guys
later.